mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing picking, don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now just we know. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts.
See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing picking, don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now just we know. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested, again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
This is my wicked world. This is my Confucian world. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along the Sukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is my wicked world. This is my Confucian world. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along the Sukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run.
of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chukwu abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile, Chineke na onye ndị nsọ na-efe wee na-akpụ isi ala nye onye anyị na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto anyị enweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị, ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onweghị onye kere ya. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị Igbo ji wee na-etu gị ebighị ebi. Ndị nsọ na-agba oche eze gị okirikiri ha na-akpụ isi ala nye gị, ọbụladị ndị okenye oru 2 na 4 bụ ndị na-atụ mkpọ ọla edo na ala ha niile si na-ede nsọ Chineke nna nke igwe. N'ụtụtụ a, ehihie, abalị, n'ụwa niile bụ ebe ụmụ gị gbasasịrị ka ụkpaka nna nke ebere dị ngọzi ka anyị na-akpọkọta ha eze ebube onye ime eluigwe wee na-arịọ gị mma gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ. Anyị wee na-arịọ ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị eze ebube dị ngọzi ka igwe tinye ọgbaghara n'etiti ndị iro, ka ha rabụ ndị kụziri ka ha wee megide anyị onye nwe m na Chineke nna dị nsọ, ka aka nsị ndị dị etu a wee baa ha ọnụ, ije obodo ekwensu bụ zuu wee laa ya n'iyi. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, biko nụ ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ọsọ ọsọ nna nke ebere na ụmụ gị atakwala n'ahụhụ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwe na anyị ezi echiche na amamihe, mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne, ịdị n'otu ọganiru, ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna, ka iwe etinye ụmụ gị ezi mmụọ nke eziokwu ma wezuga anyị aka ajọ ihe n'ime ndụ anyị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Ka ọ ga-abụ n'ikpeta maazị na Biafra ga-abịa, anyị ga-aja gị mma wee too gị wee gọzie aha nsọ gị, kpụ isi ala nye gị, bulie aha nsọ gị elu site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ka a na-arịọ gị ise ise ise. This very morning, all of you, I believe that those who are watching know who we are and why we do what we do. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, Chukwu Kikabia Mapurumi Henine, servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. Will come. All these lies, if they like, let them publish tomorrow that they killed 40,000 ESN operatives. Babash. Instead, they're the ones who are dying and they'll continue to die. Ndara. And as I said, I'm warning them now. You see all those your children schooling abroad, some are in the UK, some are in the US. We have people that will go to prison in the US waiting for them. When I give the order, you will hear what will happen. You're saving, you're accumulating and stealing and depositing in Dubai. UAE government will eat it. All the money you have stolen and put in England, the Bank of England will take it. Your children cannot eat it. Oh, you think you can kill other people's children and you're only walking about very free? You people are jokers, honestly. You people, you are mad. You are insane. We don't forgive. We're not going to forget. You see, everybody you killed at Mpo, National High School, at my house, Isiama Faruku, everybody you killed, we are going to avenge all of them. We are going to avenge all of them. That you may see madness. And then after that, let your children come and enjoy now. Let's see. You think you're smart. You can kill other people's children and your own will be enjoying. Going to Cambridge and on stolen wealth. You must be dreaming. Let me tell you what Samuel said. Shmuel, of course, correct pronunciation. As your sword has killed the sons of many mothers. I think the New Living Translation is better. And I want this quotation everywhere, tonight, all over the world. The first book of Samuel, chapter 15, verse 33. Use the New Living Translation. This is for fallen generals and police commissioners in our land. As your AK-47 has killed the sons of many mothers, now your own mother will be childless. Ponder over it. Very, very important. As they are doing all this, their nonsense, they're saying the North cannot be threatened. These are the people threatening us. You know, That is one thing. Sometimes I wonder the type of journalism you have in Nigeria. The people threatening us that are in our forest, killing us, are now turning around and saying you cannot threaten us. Hey, Zoo. They are called the Northern Elders Forum. It's from their news today. The North can't be threatened into submitting to separatist agenda. That foolishness of IPOB, everybody is now foolish. That thing we saw many years ago, and they killed us for it. They campaigned against us for it. Now everybody has seen it. Isn't God wonderful? Do you see why I said that IPOB, they are the only chosen people? I'm being honest. They are the only people who, what we saw many years ago, some of you are saying it just last night. The Northern Elders Forum has said no amount of political maneuver by secessionists in parts of the country will threaten the North's political fortune ahead of the 2023 elections, which means they are telling you that we hold the key to Nigeria. That's what I'm telling you. People who are in our forests, raping and killing our people, they are telling us that we're the ones threatening them. And newspapers will carry this junk. No, his name is Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed. And my name is Nnamdi Kanu. We're not relatives. I don't know who this man is. By blood, by genetic disposition, by religion, by culture, by social inclination, I don't know who they are or where they came from. Just that Britain decided that we saw a bunch of monkeys in Africa. Let's put them together as one country. That's what happened. He described the wave of irredentism. Not the wave of Fulani banditry, no. They think they're clever. And some of you make Fulani feel that they're very clever. They're very foolish. Fulani, you people are the ones threatening us. You are the ones in our forest. Fulani, you are the ones that sent Yoruba people on exile as refugees into Benin Republic. Fulani, it is you. Yoruba young people are rising up. You are now claiming we are separatists, irredentists, or whatever garbage you call it. Because you think we are fools. Because you will use Daily Trust, you will use all these stupid Nigerian media houses to drown everybody out. No, but not us. I will come on air to preach. And millions all over the world will listen. Because what we are preaching is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Fulani, you are the problem. But you're the ones complaining because you think we are all foolish. Of course, most of us are in the southern part of the zoo. That is why we must continue to tell the Fulani Janjaweed that they cannot succeed. Nigeria must fall. The zoo must fall. There is no alternative. You must go back to where you come from. Even the Hausa will reclaim Gobe, which is Sokoto. Mark my words somewhere. Hausa peasants will rise up against Fulani Janjaweedism. They think they're smart, but no, they are not. They have come to the end of the road. They have come into the land of the rising sun, the land of the ancients, where God in his infinite wisdom saw it fit to plant the first human being on this very earth. That is your end. If you don't know, let me tell you now. Let me tell you one thing you don't understand. Ojukwu is our Moses. All God did between 67 and 70 is to show us that there's a land he prepared for us called Biafra. That's all he did. And now this generation is here to get it. And the walls of that Jericho must fall. This Jew must fall. I have a very, very critical and sobering announcement to make this evening. I regret to announce that I lost my mother-in-law, Mrs. Anyang. I lost her. She was ill for some time. And it is not unconnected to the fact of the invasion that happened in my house and the fact that the zoo has made life for me and my family very difficult. Of course, her very beautiful daughter, my beloved wife that I'm married to.
You own businesses everywhere in Nigeria. For that reason, You want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It is happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on this very morning section. We have come once again, as we always do, to continue to preach the gospel and continue to sensitize the Biafran people across the world, wherever you may be. Wherever you are watching this program from, whether you are watching from Biafra land, from Nigeria, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are watching us from Russia, from Israel, from China, from Palestine, you're watching us from Ukraine, wherever you are joining us on this platform from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of this program this morning, evening, afternoon, according to your own time zone. For those who are joining us on this very platform for the very first time, or those who are going to come across our video for the very first time, I want to bring to your notice that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We don't come to this platform to attack people or individuals. We do not come to this platform to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra to the world as the only remedy to the failed state, Nigeria, which you now know that it is now a country of special concern. For a very long time, we have been making this publication. We have been speaking about these issues, but nobody seemed to pay attention. But I thank Chukwu that finally here are we. We have gotten to that stage where the world cannot be silent anymore. We have been on this very project for decades, speaking about the atrocities of Nigerian government, speaking about the involvement of Nigerian government in terrorism, how Nigeria sponsored terrorism in their words, in their action, directly and indirectly. That is why we come to this program every morning, every evening. For more than a decade, we've been on this project. And I bet you all our effort is yielding fruit. So as many of you as are supporting us on this platform on daily basis, on other various platforms, where the message of humanity is being preached, where the freedom of people is being supported, your cry is not in vain. Your effort is not in vain. This is a platform for the people, a platform for the people of Biafra, people of the world, a platform for humanity, for those who care about humanity. This is a platform for public opinion. It doesn't matter what your ideology might be. It doesn't matter what your own opinion might be. It doesn't matter the group you belong. Your religion doesn't matter to us. Your location, your tribe, your dialect doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is humanity. It is about humanity. It is about the freedom of the Biafran people more especially, because my own self, I am an Igbo Biafran, proudly an Igbo Biafran, unapologetically. And even in the next world, I will still be an Igbo Biafran. We come online on a daily basis to speak about the evil against us, the global conspiracy against the children of Chukwu Abiyama, the Biafran people. For a long time, we have been shouting and crying on different places, and it seems that our voice is not heard. But I bet you the world is hearing us. As I have always said, continue to speak as many times as you can. Continue to repeat yourself as many times as you can. You never can tell. Your voice might be that voice that was needed. Your voice might just be the voice that will come at the right time when it is needed. And the change that we crave for will happen. We must continue to put our issue in the front line. Wherever you are as a Biafran, continue to make your own effort. Today, Maazin Nnamdi Kanu is in the front line, on the front stage, putting Biafra on the front line. Whenever Maazin Nnamdi Kanu is mentioned, Biafra is remembered. Maazin Simon Ekpa Njoku did that for many years. He stood his ground and he held the media, held the world, brought the attention to the plight of the Biafran people. Maazin Simon Ekpa was on media, trending for many years that he was there. You can't beat it. And whenever you mention Simon Ekpa, up to this minute, you mention Biafra. You mention Maazin Nnamdi Kanu, you mention Biafra. What about you? What are you doing? How are you remembered? How are you putting the plight of the Biafran people in the front line? That is what we have signed up to do. Presenting Biafra to the world as the only remedy. And in presenting Biafra, it is not out of wickedness, not out of strife, not out of envy, not out of jealousy. It is to save humanity. It is out of respect for humanity. Once Biafra is free, the Oduduwa people will be free. The Arewa people will be free. The Middle Beltans will be free. Every indigenous person in Nigeria will be free. And they will be free to practice whatever religion, whatever system they desire. They will grow in their own space, at their own speed. That is all we're asking for. It is not a selfish pursuit of self-determination. The self-determination of the Biafran people is going to affect every human being living on that contraption created by the British. The self-determination of the Biafran people will save the indigenous people from the time bomb that is about to explode. The project Biafra is a project to save humanity. So when you hear Biafra, for those of you who, when you hear Biafra, you get agitated. You think it's about an Igbo man. When you hear Biafra, you get agitated. You lose your mind. Biafra is to save humanity. You heard our eternal leader, Dim Odemogojuku, when he spoke on that intro that I played. He said the main aim of Biafra is to save life of our people. To save our people from being butchered. So when you hear Biafra, it is not a pursuit of an ethnic group or a certain group to assert strength or to assert power over others. No. Biafra stands for liberation. Liberation to every single human being, regardless your religion, regardless your tribe, regardless your opinion, regardless your belief, whatever, you are entitled to it. All we are asking is live and let's live. Believe and believe. That is what Biafra is all about. So for those of you who, when you hear Biafra, you get scared, do not fear. Fear not. It is for your own sake. It is for your own security. It is for your own life. In fact, if you value yourself, you should be in the front line of campaigning for Biafra. More especially, every individual from that contraction called Nigeria, every indigenous person should be in the front line to campaign for Biafra. Because it is a fight to save you. And everyone across the world that cares about humanity, if you care about humanity, more especially those people in Nigeria, those poor masses that have been murdered every day in Nigeria, if you care about them, you have to support Biafra. That is why we are here. That is why we come online every blessed day, twice daily. We are not here for blackmail. We are not here for propaganda. We are not here for saga. We are not here to attack our brothers or sisters or any stray. No. We are here to face those who face us, those who said we will not know peace, those who have put in place instruments to keep us in captivity. Once you make yourself available as an instrument to keep us down, we will fight you with everything in us and make sure you go down. Biafra remains the only remedy to the failed state, Nigeria. As always, we have come once again today to speak to the world as we have always done. This is an assignment that we have chosen. Nobody gave it to us. We chose this assignment. For ourselves, to save ourselves, our children, generation unborn. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Nobody forced us to come out. Nobody pays us to come out. We will build this very platform on truth, facts, and figures. We build this platform based on what we know, not what we are told, what we have discovered and verified by ourselves. And we will continue to stand there. Wherever you are joining me on this program, today, the topic we are discussing today says, United States exposes Nigeria. United States exposes Nigeria as country of particular concern. United States finally have designated Nigeria as country of particular concern. This is the breaking news that is everywhere. You know, they have been fighting it. They have been pushing their propaganda. They have been lobbying. But it comes to a time when your money and your lobby cannot save you. When the time has come, when the time is ripe and due, you can only succeed with your manipulation, your lies, your propaganda and blackmail when the time is not right. But when the time is right, there is nothing you can do to stop the will of Chukwu to happen. And as Nigeria is about having fully now is going to be designated as country of particular concern, it is an advantage for us, the Biafrans. It is an advantage for us, Biafrans, to make our case much more pronounced to drag the attention of the world. In as much as we have been doing this, and they know. But you know how the world works. They operate according to interests. And we know why they do not want to mention Biafra. But the time will come, just like in the case of Nigeria, when they paid, did all their bribe, did all their lobbying, and yet it could not scale through. A time will come when people cannot be able to keep quiet in the issue of Biafra. That time is coming when no country will pretend anymore about the issue of Biafra. Just like it's happened in the case of Nigeria. But remember, in the first tenure of Trump, Nigeria was designated as a country of particular concern. Trump did it in his first term. And the criminal Biden came in and removed it. Biden and Blinken, because when we talk about corruption is everywhere. There are corrupt individuals everywhere in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in France, in everywhere you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. You only pray that your case comes online when the good is in charge. Just like the Bible said that when the good man is in the throne, the people rejoice. You can hate Trump. You can call him anything you like. He has his own weaknesses like every other person have. But I bet you, if you check his disadvantage and disadvantage, his goodness and bad, his goodness overshadows those weaknesses you talk about. This is my opinion. You are entitled to yours. A time has come. We have been shouting about this issue. Our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, started crying about this issue as at 2010. 2010, Nnamdi Kanu protested in London about the genocide that is happening in the northern part of Nigeria. And it is this same genocide that prompted Nnamdi Kanu to begin to make preparation to guide his own area and make sure that it doesn't extend to Biafran land. But when it came to Biafra land, that project was taken over by the federal government of Nigeria to continue to implement that atrocities in their uniform by recruiting the same people we are talking about. The same Boko Haram were recruited and introduced into their military. And they are pushed to the Biafra land. And what do? Destroy life and properties, bomb properties, they go to a home, destroying homes and entire family. We saw them opening fire in a living home where people are on several occasions on video. And the government sanctioned it. When this issue came up, when Ted Cruz brought up this issue, joined his voice, and the world keyed into him, Nigeria began to lobby. They began to lobby. They went to the US and brought somebody to come and do fact-finding, as they always do. During the time of Democrats, they will always do it. It's a question of going there. You see somebody, give him some millions, and they will come and do whatever you want them to do. In this tenor, they will try the same thing in the tenor of Donald Trump. They went to bring somebody to come and talk on the fact finding. Eventually, the person they brought to use as a propaganda spoke the truth and nothing but the truth before the whole world in a conference, in the presence of the whole world, in that same zoological republic called Nigeria, in the presence of the person that invited me. He said the truth, that what is happening in Nigeria is nothing but a genocide. When the time has come, your money cannot save you. Your money cannot save you. When Chukwu Okikabiyama is in charge, your money cannot save you. Your bribery cannot save you. We saw that happen, and everything began to turn against them because they were not for good. Because these are a bunch of criminals. Because Nigeria time have expired. The blood of innocent have cried to God. The blood of the innocent have cried to God, just like the blood of Abel cried, and Chukwu Okikabiyama listened from heaven. God never keeps silent to the blood of innocent. He never keeps silent. Whenever the blood of innocent is spilled and he cries out, Chukwu Okikabiyama will hear. That is what destroyed Nigeria. And that is what is going to destroy the Zoological Republic today. This is a time that we have to key in as Biafrans and do not get distracted. This is one part of the discussion today, and we're going to go detail and talk about it. The other part is why the blackmail against Simon Ekpa. Why the blackmail? I saw a written long note. You know, in my platform, I don't like calling names, but today I think I'm going to call names because this call for concern. One thing I will not keep silent is for you to come and push a blackmail against Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa. Some clowns have now reached to the extent of trying to blackmail our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. I don't know what gave them the audacity, what made them think that in putting up those write-up, they can be able to turn the people against Mazi Simon Ekpa. I don't know what gave them that audacity to write such a note and put in public against Mazi Simon Ekpa simply because he told you to make peace among yourself. Simply because he told you that you don't need to fight. The same thing I've been saying every day. And some people come and they take it to different levels. Some of them hate me because some people hate me because I talk about freedom. I talk about unity. Some hate me because when I come online, it's talking about unity, unify. Some people, they don't like my program because of that. Whenever I say it, they get angry. When I saw that letter that was written, produced by those who call themselves the Brigi people, with their leader called Ogenkere, I saw his signature in that very write-up. I saw his name mentioned in that very cover. That gave himself a title of what I don't know. I don't know what gave Ogenkere that audacity to think that he can turn the Biafran people against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. You think that Biafrans are daft, right? You think that he's saying when Chukwu Okikabiyama will destroy a man, he will make him deaf and dumb. It is sad. When I saw that, I said, no, this is the height of it. And by the special grace of God, when he gets to that, I think I'm going to bring out that very write-up that I saw and read it on this program. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it out on this program so that Biafrans will hear and see what somebody who claims to be fighting Biafra wrote against our Prime Minister, all in the name of tarnishing his image, simply because he told you, don't engage in a fight with your fellow Biafran. No matter what happened. It's not as if he's saying it for the very first time. Even before Mazi Simon Ekpa got a problem, he told us, do not attack anybody that is fighting for Biafra, regardless what he or she is doing. Don't. That was an instruction. So he didn't just say it because it's inside. He made this statement while he was with us. But unfortunately, some ignorant, egocentric people think that they can blackmail Mazi Simon Ekpa to project their own evil agenda. It's sad. But I bet you just fired the wrong shot. You have only ended up in nailing yourself. Any Biafran that sees that note, after hearing that note, and then you continue to patronize this bunch of deceivers, you must be a fool then. I'm going to read it out when the time comes. So on the particular state of country of particular concern that was designated to Nigeria, we are going to try it. And before we go into that very aspect, I think let us first of all get some update from the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave an update, which we also saw some of that. We are going to see some videos before we go into this designation that was happened, and the designation of Nigeria to special concern is a breaking news that it worth talking about because we've waited for it. It's long overdue, though it has been done before, and some criminals, corrupt people came into the United States government and they changed it, and today finally we are back to where it's supposed to be. So let us listen to this report that is coming from the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Maxwell. There's some information that came from Maxwell, and we have to pay attention to it and hear the update that is coming from Maxwell about the situation of our Supreme Court.
Today is the 31st day of October 2025. I went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSSS. Last time when the matter came up, court ordered that the DSS should allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have access to whoever that want to see him from Monday till Sunday, every day. That was the order. So DSSS complied
without order on 2 occasions. But surprisingly, on Monday, we went there to see him. They refused us access. We went there on Tuesday, they refused us access. They went there on Wednesday, they refused us access. I was there yesterday, they refused us access to see him. Then, after much argument, they said that we should write a letter. As usual, I said, but God said that we should, the people should allow us. The issue of writing letter every day should not come up. They said we should write a letter. So we wrote a letter. So today they allowed us. So myself and Ejimako. So after seeing him, as I just came out of the DSSS, my attention was drawn to this letter written by the same DSSS, saying that henceforth we should not be coming to see Nnamdi Kanu, that we are no longer his lawyers. I said, where is this one coming from? What do you mean by that we are no longer his lawyers? And that we are no longer the lawyers representing him in the criminal trial, or that we are no longer his lawyers? Because I know that I have some other things that I'm doing for Nnamdi Kanu. I'm representing him in a matter he has with police at the FCT High Court. I'm representing him in the matter he sued one media house at the FCT High Court for defamation. I'm representing him in a matter he sued for enforcement of fundamental rights against DSSS in that Federal High Court. I'm representing him 2 matters we had against the DSSS at Federal High Court. I'm also representing him in a prosecution of IPOB, the matter pending in the Supreme Court, and some other legal issues that he engaged me to be preparing for him. So I don't understand the meaning of we are no longer his lawyers. Are they in position to say that I'm no longer in Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, or Nnamdi Kanu to tell them that I'm no longer his lawyers? So I'm confused because there are some documents he asked me to provide for him by tomorrow, being Saturday, in preparation of his matter on Tuesday. Now with this letter, now it means that I will not see him again till Tuesday. Just for the world to see the kind of persecution somebody who is representing himself, where Section 36 said that he needed adequate time and facility. You have seen the reason why we said that for him to be in that DSSS, he cannot be in that DSSS and have a good preparation for this case. Anyway, good thing that he has filed a motion to discontinue this charge, because it's now obvious that there is no charge against him. So that is the update. Thank you, and God bless you. You can see the copy of the letter and make it available for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your good work, our beloved brother Maxwell. This is an update that came out yesterday when Maxwell went to see Nnamdi Kanu in DSS to give him the information he requires. Every one of us know that in the last court, the judge ordered the DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu access to every single individual that he need to see in regard to his case. That was an express order given by the court, because Nnamdi Kanu is representing himself. And for him to represent himself effectively, he must be allowed access to anybody he wants to meet. That was an order from the court. But today you can see that the DSS, as always, have refused his own personal lawyers from meeting him. Nnamdi Kanu have a team of lawyers that are working for him on different cases, on different issues. Team of lawyers. On the criminal case with Nigeria, he has decided to take that upon himself. And Nnamdi Kanu has not come to tell us that he has dismissed his team of lawyers that are working for him. Only those that are in that very criminal charge that he told them to step aside. But remember, the court says anybody he wants to see in regards to his preparation for his case, you must allow that very person to come in. That was the order. But today, what do you see? What do you see today? It is good that the whole world is watching and they are seeing what is going on. When we say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never get justice in Nigeria, when we say the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in our hands, those of us Biafrans who still have the voice, we must continue to speak. Don't you ever stop talking. Don't you ever stop talking. Give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a voice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have a voice in me. He will have a voice in you. That is why we come online every single day, twice, to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a voice. Because Nigeria will never give him justice. On several occasions, the court has ordered his freedom. They refuse. On several occasions, the court has ordered people to visit him. They change it and they end it how they want. This time, just at the end of it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be standing on his case on Tuesday. You had Maxwell. And he requested for some items through his team of lawyers that are close to him. And the DSS barred them from going into the court. Seeing all this that's happened, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you, I have no case to answer in Nigeria. And some idiots will come online and say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't know what he's doing. What case will such an irresponsible country, what case will such an irresponsible country that is lawless we have against an innocent man? What is there to defend against a lawless country, including their forces? Lawless. And I thank Chukwu Okukagama that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just speaking, he is showing them that he knows what he's doing, and he has written an official motion to tell them to discontinue the case. You know, they told him to put it in writing. When he said it, he has no case. The judge said, go and put it in writing, and said, and he has made it official. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made an officially informed the court to discontinue his case. And I want all of us to pay attention and see it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have filed a motion, a new motion, for them to discontinue his case.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a fresh motion before the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking the dismissal of all charges against him and his immediate release. In the motion dated October 30, 2025, entitled Motion on Notice and Rating Addressing Support, Kanu argued that there is no valid charge against him under any existing law in Nigeria. He said the charges currently before the court are a nullity ab initio for want of any extant legal foundation. The IPOB leader, who is representing himself, filed a motion under sections 1366B and 3612 of the 1999 Constitution, the Evidence Act 2011, and the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. He maintained that the prosecution relied on repealed and non-existent laws, including the Customs and Exercise Management Act, (SEMA), which was repealed by the Nigerian Customs Service Act 2023, and the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act 2013, repealed by the TPPA 2022. Kanu said the reliance on such repealed laws violates Section 3612 of the Constitution, which prohibits trial for an offense not defined under an existing law. He therefore urged the court to strike out the charges in their entirety, insisting they do not constitute any offense known to law. Citing the Supreme Court's decision in FRON versus Kanu, Supreme Court CR/1361/2022, he argued that lower courts are bound to take judicial notice of repealed laws under Section 122 of the Evidence Act 2011, adding that failure to do so renders all proceedings void. Kanu also contended that the counts against him were allegedly committed in Kenya in violation of Section 76(1)(d) 3 of the TPPA 2022, which requires validation by a Kenyan court before such acts can be tried in Nigeria. He said this omission nullifies the court's extraterritorial jurisdiction and breaches Article 7(2) of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. He further maintained that under Sections 1(3) and 36(12) of the Constitution, any law or judicial act inconsistent with the Constitution is void. He cited previous court decisions such as Aoko versus Fagbemi, 1961, 1. All NLR 400 and FRON versus Ifegu 2003. 15. NWLRO Part 842-113, where convictions based on non-existent laws were nullified. Kanu urged the court to direct the prosecution to respond to his motion strictly on points of law within 3 days and to deliver a ruling on or before November 4, 2025. He stated that his application raises only constitutional and legal questions derived from existing laws and therefore does not require an affidavit. And that concludes the news at noon on Leadership Television. For more, log in to www.leadership.ng. Thanks for joining us.
So you have heard it, the new motion that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu filed, asking Nigerian government to quash this case and let it go. Not just saying it with valid points. For those of you who think that he just said, no, I have no case, and he goes to sleep, or just he said it because he wants to say it, there are valid evidence to show that they have no case against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And most of the valid evidence are from their own court. Their own court have said it, not even just Mazen Nnamdi Kanu saying it. From the beginning of the case, it has been from 20 charges to 11 charges to 16 charges to 7 charges to 8 charges. They have not been consistent with these charges. Keep amending the charges from right, left, and center. Even at the end of the day, the appeal court quashed the case. And yet, they continue to try Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And somebody will tell him to come defend himself on what? The appeal court that tried the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not the appeal court of Biafra. The 3 judges that favored Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are not Biafrans. The appeal court, the 3 judges that ruled in favor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we are not Biafrans. They are Nigerian judges. And yet somebody will stand, a judge will still stand to come and sit on that case and ask Mazen Nnamdi to defend himself on what? That is what I don't understand. And that is why everything is happening for our own good. That is why I say this country of concern, particular concern, discretion of Nigeria, it is going to get more hotter. It is going to get more heated because the whole world is watching. When you say Nigeria is a country of particular concern, it is on different levels. Even in the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you can imagine such kind of a thing. You can imagine what is happening in a country that is so lawless that they don't even obey their own law, let alone talk international law. And this very case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is timely. On Tuesday, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to be live in court. And let us hear what the judge is going to say. The whole world is watching. Now they have been designated as a country of particular concern. Let's see how they are going to wriggle themselves out of this. Everything is timely. And when the time has come, there is no amount of bribery that can save you. No amount of bribery that can save you. If you like, take all our resources and dash to the west. Somebody out there is still going to speak the truth. Somebody out there, I always say it, that it takes only one man to push that button. It takes only one man to push that button and everything will turn around. And that is what we are seeing. The designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern is not a joke. It's not a joke. You know, when we say it, some will think we are making it up. I am going to play it out from an international media, maybe so that you can hear from them and know that this is not just about the Biafran people. It is not just about us. It is not just about us. I am going to play it from their own media so that you can be able to see the report that is coming from the international media on designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. It is something that has been done, and there is no how you can undo it. It doesn't matter how you try. No matter how you try, it doesn't matter how you try. You cannot undo it. I'm looking for the video, for the confirmation of that designation, so that you will understand what we are talking about and where we are. No matter how they try to distort the truth, no matter how they try to hide the truth, they can't hide it forever. A time will come when it can no longer be hidden.
Breaking news to bring you now. We're just hearing that President Trump has determined and dictated that Nigeria is to be made a country of particular concern. This is a Truth Social post that the president has shared, saying Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I'm hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. But that is the least of it. When Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, something must be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand ready, willing and able to save our great Christian population around the world. Signed, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America.
What you saw is a tweet directly from Donald Trump himself. A tweet from Donald Trump himself. He's not somebody else. His own personal account, he tweeted. That's Sky News reporting it. Giving that directives that Nigeria has to be designated as a country of particular concern. And nothing is going to stop it. It's long overdue. It is long overdue. The Democrat, criminally, Biden and Blinken, after collecting bribe from Nigeria, removed Nigeria from that country of particular concern where they were before. And they are going to be thrown back into that very area because that is where they belong. A lawless country that have violated every law known to man, every international law they have been violated, including their own law. Let's leave international law aside. Their own law, they violate their own law. If they don't violate their law, why must Nnamdi Kanu be in their court? Why will anybody hold Nnamdi Kanu ransom in Nigeria? Why will Nnamdi Kanu be returned? Even when the United Nations have weighed in and said, let this man go. They think everything is bribery and corruption. They think they can buy their way in anything. This time you are going nowhere. You are going nowhere. You are trapped. And we are waiting for the case of Nnamdi Kanu on Tuesday to hear what the judge is going to say. Already you see they have started attacking Nnamdi Kanu in their DSS. They started hindering Nnamdi Kanu from reaching out to people he has to reach out to. They have already started destroying the case by themselves. Even before the case started, they have already started destroying it. And the whole world is watching. A country of particular concern. The whole world is paying attention and watching. And we are going to see what the outcome is going to be. Wherever you are as a Biafran, every one of us must stand firm. Every single one of us must stand strong and stand firm. Don't get distracted. Don't allow your ego, your emotion, your pride to overtake you. This is a very great opportunity for us Biafrans to make our case. This type of opportunity doesn't come always. It doesn't come all the time. You know, the kind of world where we live into is a place where people are selfish, where everybody is concerned about themselves. People are talking about their own interests. Whatever does not benefit them, they don't give a damn about it. That is why we must not abuse this opportunity. We must not. This is the time for us to bring up our case. Present our case. Present our case without destroying it ourselves. The genocide against Christians in Nigeria is genocide against Biafrans. It is not started yesterday. And it is this genocide that led to the action of our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu and the action of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. It is this same genocide today that have pushed Nigeria to become a country of particular concern. It is this genocide that gave birth to our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. Since 2010, he began to cry about this issue until we got to where we are. They took him out. It is this same genocidal attitude of Nigerian government upon the indigenous people, more especially Biafrans and the Christians, that made Simon Ekpa to stand in gap for Nnamdi Kanu and say, no, even though the Supreme Leader is not there, I will not watch my people being destroyed. And Simon Ekpa and Joko took up that challenge, fought earnestly to protect his own people, activated self-defense to defend his own people. According to international law, self-defense is your right. It is a right for every human being. Even animals defend themselves. Plants defend themselves. But unfortunately, because Nigeria is so corrupt, they were able to buy a poor Finland over. And Finland joined Nigeria to criminalize self-determination and charge a man that was speaking for self-determination in their country. The only thing that gave birth to what you are seeing today, to the Biafran cause, is this genocide. Even though when other regions are not speaking, the Biafrans are the ones that are feeling the much heat. We have gone through a lot in that zoo. Even before this civil war in 1945, Biafrans were massacred in numbers for no just cause. And most of the time, every of this massacre attack in the northern part of Nigeria has a lot to do with religion. Once they come, it's going against the Christians. And once you make any attack against Christians, I bet you 90% of the victims will definitely be Biafrans. Whenever there is an attack, majority of the people involved will always be the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. Because it is of knowledge that in every state you go, after the indigenous people, the next people that have the highest population is the Igbos. After the indigenous people, the next people that have the highest population is the Igbos. And these Igbos are 99% Christians. Some of you can say, you know, it's not 99, we have the Jews. Yes, we have Jewish religion. Yes, we have traditional religion. But all these Jewish religion and tradition, every single one of them, we are Christians at a point in time. Every single one of them, we are Christians at a point in time. And when things begin to go bad, when some idiotic pastors and foolish general overseers and all began to introduce wickedness, fraud into Christianity, so many of them left. But at the same time, deep down in them, they still have that atom of Christianity in them. That is why I use that word 90% Christians. And if you can tell yourself the truth, it is nothing but the truth. So the Christian genocide we are seeing in Nigeria has everything to do with the Biafran agitation you are seeing today. That is why we say that the only remedy to this mass killing you are seeing is Biafra. And remember, don't say, okay, Christians in the north. Our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu has offered to accommodate the Christians in the north in Biafra land. This is not the first time it has been done. The United Kingdom did the same to France. They took some Protestants in the France and brought them to the UK. They took them and brought them to UK. It happened in history. So it's not as if that request is being done for the first time. It has been done before. And our Supreme Amazina can make that promise and say that he is ready to replicate the same thing. To take over all the Christians in the core north to join us in Biafra land. Have equal rights. Attend to any level they want to attend. Acquire and possess whatever they want to possess. And have a safe place to be. When we say Biafra is the remedy, when we present Biafra as a remedy, we don't only say it because we want to. We don't say it to entice people, to draw attention. It is a fact. And when you want to know how it's going to happen, ask us questions. Come on and ask questions. All this is have been put in table by our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And Master Simon Ekpa also elaborated on it. Nobody have walked away from that very project. We must not abuse this opportunity. We must not. This is a time that we do not need any distraction. Every strength and power of the Biafran people now should be focused on the enemies of Biafra. All our strength should be focused on the enemies of Biafra. That should be our focus. We cannot tolerate any distraction whatsoever. We cannot. We cannot tolerate distraction. And because of that, we are going to go into a very useless and senseless letter that I saw online. I'm going to read this letter, and I want every one of us to pay attention. This is not the time for distraction. A very important period when we have to make our case much more solid to the world. Some idiots are somewhere blackmailing our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Why we are supposed to be facing the reality of today, some idiots are there blackmailing Simon Ekpa. And I don't know what gave them the audacity to think that somehow you can turn the Biafran people against Simon Ekpa. What gave them that mind to believe that Biafrans are so senseless and foolish that they can now turn against Simon Ekpa to listen to who? Turn against Simon Ekpa and listen to who? It is so shameful. I don't normally call name, but when I saw that very letter and I saw the name of Ogenkere, whatever title he gave himself, that Ogenkere, insulting the Prime Minister and speaking ill of him, that's the height of it. That is the highest level you can go. It is shameful. It is shameful. Very, very shameful. Very shameful and unbelievable. It is always good to allow things to happen, follow things gradually. And that is why I love my supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and Simon Ekpa. These are very sensible people that they don't just talk because they want to talk. They will allow you to destroy yourself by your own self. So that when you get to that time, you will not have an excuse to say somebody did to you. They will allow you to destroy yourself. I want you to look at this very documents. I am going to read it. I'm going to read it out. I want everybody to pay attention. And I want every one of us to share this video to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Anything that is against Biafra, any attack against Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa is something I cannot see and be silent. That is the area you will go. When you go to that area, you see the other side of me. Whenever you go to this angle, I know you don't deserve respect. And you are not human. And you have no place in anything that has to do with Biafra. Every single one of us know how Mazi Simon Ekpa was when he was with us. We know how he handled issue. And every single people that have fought Mazi Simon Ekpa, I can tell you why they fought him, which is not a secret. Every group that have fought Mazi Simon Ekpa, we know why, how. It is out of pride, impatience. Most time, it doesn't mean that they were not making sense. They might be making sense on what they do, but they were doing whatever they were saying out of their own selfish interest and pride. They were taking their action prematurely. And whenever you bring those suggestions of taking action prematurely, Mazi Simon Ekpa will resist you and say no, and will never buy into it until when the time is due. The very first attack that Mazi Simon Ekpa got, came from the people that call themselves Idu. Mazi Simon Ekpa had nothing against them. Mazi Simon Ekpa spoke against them. Mazi Simon Ekpa allowed everybody to preach the gospel of freedom the way you want to preach it. As long as you do not jeopardize the cause of Biafra, and also stand on the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa has nothing wrong with you. He has no problem with you. As long as you support the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu and you continue to keep his legacy, he doesn't have a problem with you. You can go ahead with your own mentality and do things your own way. Mazi Simon Ekpa had no problem with the Idu people. Even when they complain, Biafran people complain, Mazi Simon Ekpa told them, if you don't want to listen to these people, come to my platform. I preach Biafra. In my platform, I talk about Biafra. Come there. Stop going about those who are this issue. The ones that are in the Idu, what happened? The Idu people were telling Mazi Simon Ekpa to change the status quo and adopt Idu and remove Biafra. And Mazi Simon Ekpa said, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. They told Mazi Simon Ekpa, attack Karo White lawyer. Attack Karo White. They say attack, remove Karo White lawyer. Then it was Ifeanyi Ejimofor. They say, fight Ifeanyi Ejimofor. He is a criminal. Fight him. Mazi Simon Ekpa said, no, it is not time yet. It doesn't mean that Simon Ekpa it doesn't mean that Ifeanyi Ejimofor then was right. It doesn't mean that he was safe. It doesn't mean that he was excellent. He was perfect. But Mazi Simon Ekpa had a project ahead. Mazi Simon Ekpa was looking for some information. There are some facts that he needs to get. And when you chase that thing ahead of time, you will lose those informations and those facts. Mazi Simon Ekpa refused to attack Ifeanyi Ejimofor and told them, allow him. As he stands today, Ifeanyi Ejimofor is the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As long as he's the person still going there to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allow him to do his job. Let us focus on where we are doing. The Idu people said no. And the Idu people ganged up against Mazi Simon Ekpa. That was how they ganged up against Mazi Simon, because Mazi Simon refused to attack Ifeanyi Ejimofor. They ganged up against him. And what happened? You saw how they ended up. They want to form their own. They want to do their own. They form a good. They preach and preach and preach and preach. They talk from both sides of their mouth. Some of them brag and brag. Even in a live program, they attacked Mazi Simon Ekpa. And Mazi Simon left that live program. Every one of us was watching live. For those of you who were here then, so many of you might not be here then, because some of you are new. Those who were there then, they saw Mazi Simon in a live program. Mazi Simon left. But at the end of the day, when the time was right, after Mazi Simon have gotten the information he want, and the time was right, that same man was removed at the right time. That same man was exposed at the right time. There is always time for everything. There is always time for everything. And when these Idu people came, there is another group that came out again. This group again, they were attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa. They say, destroy Nelly, choose Nelly, pursue Nelly, push Nelly, kill Nelly, destroy Nelly. Mazi Simon Ekpa told them, it is not time Allow her, as long as she is still doing something to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, allow her to do what she has to do. Do your own. Since you don't like to listen to her and her Idu, come to my platform. I speak about Biafra, and we will continue to talk about Biafra until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. That was what Mazen Simon Ekpa said. And they said, no, we will not agree unless you kill Nelly. If you don't kill Nelly, we will not agree. And those ones fell out to Mazen Simon Ekpa. They began to castigate Mazen Simon Ekpa. They began to attack Mazen. Mazen Simon kept silent, and he continued to follow. Until we continue to go and go and go, until the opportunity came and it became ripe. The so-called Nelly exposed herself by her own self. And when it was matured, you don't blame anybody. That very point in time, there is no way, nothing is going to save you from that fall. She fell by her own self. She fell. And Mazen Simon Ekpa continued. Mazen Simon Ekpa continued. And we continue to go. We continue to go. We continue to go. At a point in time, another group emerged again. On the same issue, every time they come, it is about, you must do this thing that I said. If you don't do it, it means you're not a good Biafran. They have always, every time people attack Mazen Simon, is forcing him to do something that is not ripe. It is not, your suggestion might be right, but there is time for everything. There is always time for everything. There is always a time for everything. You don't abuse time. Because when you fight a battle at the wrong time, that's your battle, no matter how right it becomes, it will become wrong. When you don't target your battle and fight right, you will fail. There are certain battles you raise. You raise a battle at the wrong time, you will fail woefully. Even though you're fighting a just cause, you will fail. Timing matters a lot. In everything you are doing in life, timing matters a lot. Those groups come, they say they are accountability. They also came. And they began to attack Mazen Simon Ekpa. Because of another issue. They attack Mazen Simon Ekpa. Oh, remove this person. He's not supposed to be there. Why are you bringing this person? He's a Nigerian agent. They begin to call names. Remove this one. Why are you leaving this person? You must remove this person. If you don't remove him, he's not accountable. Different kinds of talks. And Mazen Simon tell them, you don't say that. Don't do that. Don't say that. And they got angry. That if Mazen Simon Ekpa did not remove so person and so person, he's a Nigerian agent. For that, they began to fight against Mazen Simon Ekpa simply because Mazen Simon Ekpa refused to go according to their own will and timetable. Remember the previous ones. And every time Mazen Simon Ekpa has slowed down, it doesn't mean that he doesn't see those things you see, but there is time for everything. There's always time for everything. If you fight the right battle at the wrong time, you are going to fail woefully. You will fail, definitely. And this message today is a lesson. That is why some of us are just following sheepishly. We don't even know anything about Mazen Simon Ekpa. Even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you don't know anything about him. This is the same protocol that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu applies. When he's good, they will push it. Look, the same thing how they push it. You see the fight of DOS against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was because they were telling him to fight Mazen Simon Ekpa, fight Mazen Simon Ekpa, fight Mazen. And he said no. He kept silent. We need to be learning from people whom we are following. Learn from the people who are leading. You don't just follow sheepishly. Learn. And today, the same thing is coming up. I want to read this letter before we come back, so that I won't speak more. Let us read this letter. This is a letter. If you look at the headline of the letter, it said, Biafra Republic Government in Exile Headquarters, Ministry of Information, Media and Communication. Biafra Republic Government in Exile Headquarters, Ministry of Information, Media and Communication. Then it reads, this letter was released on October 31st, yesterday. October 31st, yesterday, 2025. And I want you to pay attention to the statements these people released. Very shameful. Statement by Biafra Republic Government in Exile regarding lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze. The Biafran Republic government in exile announces that its lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze and her co-defendant has been dismissed due to the direct instruction of Simon Ekpa from detention. You see, they are not even addressing him this time around as Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. This is the so-called Biafra Republic government in exile. They are writing this letter and they have decided to remove the title of Prime Minister. They are addressing him as just Simon Ekpa in an organization that he hates, that he formed himself. They said, due to the direct instruction of Simon Ekpa from detention, Briggy had initiated a federal lawsuit against Ms. Orabueze and her co-conspirators in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia in Washington on May 29, 2025. Mr. Ekpa expressed his objection towards Briggy's lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze and has successfully taken action to block the lawsuit from prison against the advice of Mr. Dabiri and Briggy lobbying firm over the objection of the acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere and Briggy cabinet. Biafra people bearing the scar of Ms. Orabueze damage to Briggy and Biafra restoration since Mr. Ekpa was detained. You see, when you look at this nonsense that this idiot wrote here, the idiot that wrote this very nonsense, when you look at this idiot that wrote this thing, that because Mazi Simon Ekpa told them to withdraw the lawsuit against a fellow Biafran, which he never supported at any time. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one of his programs say, you must not hand over any Biafra to any foreigner. You don't hand Biafra to any authority. That when we get back our land, we will sort out our problem by ourselves. Mazi Simon Ekpa himself have said it time and time again, even while he was young, he never sued any Biafra, neither did he go against any Biafra, regardless of the offense they commit. At a point in time, Mazi Simon Ekpa, before his detention, gave us order in media, say, do not speak against anybody that is talking for Biafra, regardless the party the person belongs. As long as that person is confessing Biafra, don't fight that person. Don't go against that person. That was an order given by Mazi Simon Ekpa while he was with us, not in detention. But today, to uphold that sincerity, that love, that unity of purpose, Mazi Simon Ekpa directed them to withdraw the lawsuit against Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and the members of the cabinet that they sued. And now they turn it out that Mazi Simon Ekpa disobeyed the advice. Who the hell is Dabiri? Who the hell is Dabiri to advise our Prime Minister on whatever to do and what to do and what not to do? And when they talk about Briggy, who is in this Briggy? Is it Ogenkere? And his cohorts? Are they the ones that are taking charge now to, when they say which Biafran people, which Biafra are you representing? That you are trying to blackmail Mazi Simon Ekpa for telling you to withdraw a case against a fellow Biafran from the court. This is the height of destruction. And after this, I think any Biafra that continue to pay homage to these clowns, you are your own. He went on to say, Mr. Ekpa has actively working against Briggy lawsuit for the past several weeks. That's our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. You see, they don't even refer him to as Prime Minister. This nonsense was written by Briggy, the Briggy under Mazi Simon Ekpa, and they don't even refer to him as Prime Minister. You see the way they address him. Mr. Ekpa has actively working against Briggy lawsuit for past several weeks. While the Briggy lawsuit, where the Briggy bylaw states that the Briggy cabinet has the right to replace the Prime Minister after 3 months of incarceration. The Briggy cabinet never did so out of respect to Mr. Ekpa and acknowledging the emotional attachment many Biafrans feel towards him. These are a bunch of idiotic, emotional blackmailers. Look at them. Because Mr. Ekpa still retained his position as Prime Minister, even though he is incarcerated, he has the legal right to assert the authority to withdraw the lawsuit indefinitely. As long as Briggy keeps Mr. Ekpa in his position in the government while in prison, if the status quo is allowed to continue, Briggy going forward will remain undermined in decision-making and delay the way forward in restoration and recognition of Biafra in the United States of America. These are a bunch of idiots. Look at what they're writing. What effort, what level do you have? What have you done to put the case of Biafra for? What have you really achieved all this while that Master Simon Ekpa has been absent? What you are busy is trying to impose yourself on Biafrans. You are busy trying to make yourself the almighty whatever. And which clown will come and begin to advertise you as somebody who has something to offer? Who is that person? It is so sad that you have decided to descend so low to expose your idiocy in this manner. The international community cannot work with someone in prison and under duress for recognition to be achieved. You see, bunch of idiots. Mandela was recognized while he was in prison. He was brought out from prison with the freedom of the South Africans, and he was given the position as a president. The prison walls does not stop recognition of Biafra. So you are now telling me that the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu detention have now made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant in the cause of Biafra. Is that what you're telling me? That the detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now have removed him in his position. These are a bunch of mad idiots. No sensible person will put up this kind of a write-up. No sensible Biafran that has brain in him will put up this kind of a write-up and post it in public for people to see. This is the height of idiocy. You can imagine. So you are telling me that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains irrelevant as he is in detention. Mazen Simon Ekpa is irrelevant as in detention. Nobody can recognize Biafra because they are inside. So you now are outside. Where are you? I'm looking for you to see you where you are, and I can't even find you. You that claim to be free, we have freedom. I'm looking for you. I'm searching everywhere to see you. I can't even find you. A nameless man from Isaiah Nyogo to Ogenkere. I don't even know which one to address. I don't know which name to use to address you. Somebody who don't even know his qualifications. We don't know his career. We don't know how whatever he's doing. His source of living. We don't know his source of income. A faceless person with a double name. So it is you that is a fraudster, a faceless person that will make Biafra to be recognized. Some people don't have shame. Let's read on. He said, Mr. Ekpa relayed to Briggy, acting prime minister. Imagine. You see, when he wants to talk about himself, he calls himself acting prime minister. You see how idiotic these people are. When you see a clown, an unschooled person, even if you are angry with Master Simon Ekpa, you should address him with that his title. No matter how angry you are with Master Simon, when you are writing this nonsense, you should remember that for you to be an acting prime minister, there was a prime minister there is a prime minister, and you should remember to put that in his name while you are writing. So when you are reading this, you see their wickedness, you see their anger, you see their idiocy, their stupidity, their foolishness is exposed in it. And after this kind of a writing, somebody will still go and begin to listen to these clowns. Look at him addressing himself as acting prime minister. And when he comes to write about Mazen, he will just write Mr. Ekpa. You can imagine the idiocy. Mr. Ekpa relayed to Briggy acting prime minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, that he does not believe Biafra have the right to sue Biafrans. Simple. He does not believe that Biafrans have the right to sue Biafrans, that Biafrans should not sue Biafrans. Is that a bad word to say? That you should stop engaging in unnecessary fighting. Focus on the self-determination. Focus on the liberation. Stop infighting. Stop fighting yourself. Up to the extent of taking yourself to the public to insult yourself. Stop it. That is what my Simon Ekpa said. So is that a wrong thing to say? And this is something he has been saying even when he was with us. Even when we were, I know how many times people have come on live stream and tell him, sue this person, sue this person, sue this person. Why are you keeping silent? You are in Europe, you have all the power. Even people that are with him in that Finland, people that are with him, even when he has the opportunity to sue them, he never sued any Biafran. So when he says it, it is not as if he's just saying it because he's there or he's trying to favor somebody. This is his life. This is whom he is. He does not believe that Biafrans should be fighting themselves. How is that a problem? Mr. Ekpa relates to Brigi, acting prime minister, that he does not believe Biafrans have the right to sue Biafrans, ignoring the fact that Biafrans saboteurs put Nnamdi Kanu where he is today. Just imagine. Biafran saboteurs put Nnamdi Kanu where he is. You see, when they come to play this emotional, senseless emotional game, I thank God that this week I have preached a lot about emotional stability. I have preached a lot about emotional stability, and any person that is in their platform, you read this kind of a thing and you get emotional, you are a clown. I can't help you. You see, Biafran saboteurs put Nnamdi Kanu where he is today. Mr. Ekpa also ignores ignores that Biafrans saboteurs submitted a petition in Finland government in collaboration with Nigerian government, which helped lead to his arrest. Mr. Ekpa vowed he would derail any attempts by Brigi to hold saboteurs accountable. You see the clown. You see the clown. You see how they blackmail. You are not even good in your blackmailing, because only a clown will read this and begin to understand. A clown like you will read and be confused. He said, in attempt to bring it to that Mr. Ekpa vowed he said Mr. Ekpa vowed he would derail any attempt by Brigi to hold saboteurs accountable and would block Brigi from filing any lawsuit against saboteurs. You see, idiots. If there is anybody that is a saboteur in this very cause of Biafra, it is this Ogenkere. If there is anybody to be sued that is responsible for the problem that the cause have today, it is this same man that is answering double name, Isaiah Nyog. If there is any man that is the architect of this problem that should be called a saboteur, that should be sent to prison, it is this very idiot called Ogenkere. But look at him coming to blackmail our prime minister simply because the prime minister told him to keep peace. Do not take your brother or your sister to the court. Something he never supported, even when he was with us. Even when he was with us, he never supported it one day. Not a day. He has never supported that one day. Today, these idiots are blackmailing. You're not even good at blackmail. You should have looked for something else to blackmail Master Simon Ekpa, not this nonsense. Furthermore, Mr. Ekpa relayed that he wants Biafrans to know that he is personally stopping the lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze. Excellent and perfect. I agree with him 100%. There is nothing wrong in that. There is nothing wrong in stopping that idiotic lawsuit that he made. That lawsuit is senseless, idiotic, and has nothing to offer to the actuation of Biafra. Instead, it's bringing disgrace and disrepute to Biafra. It brings disrespect, disgrace, and disrepute to Biafra. It makes us look idiotic, those of us that are talking about Biafra. Regardless who you support, regardless where you are, regardless where you're standing, that very lawsuit makes us look stupid. It makes us a laughing stock. He went ahead to say, he said, furthermore, Mr. Ekpa relayed that he wants Biafran to know that he is personally stopping the lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze for Miss Orabueze benefit. You see, when they want to blackmail, can you just go to what you want to say? And don't drag Master Simon Ekpa into this idiotic blackmail. We have seen it. It's not the first time. His position advocating dismissal of the lawsuit is reflected in the notice of dismissal and court record. Mr. Ekpa responded that he doesn't care what Biafrans think. That he doesn't care what Biafrans think. When several Brigade officials warned Mr. Ekpa, you see the way what baffles me is that when you see the way he's addressing Master Simon Ekpa in this very write-up, you begin to laugh. What gave this man audacity and think that you can belittle Master Simon Ekpa and make yourself relevant? What makes you think you can make yourself relevant by this belittling of Master Simon Ekpa? In the same write-up, you are calling yourself acting prime minister. But when you want to talk about prime minister, you belittle him and you talk nonsense about him. When several Brigade officials, and who are those officials you are talking about? Who are they? Where are they? Who are they? Warned Mr. Ekpa on multiple occasions that Biafra will be dissatisfied. We are 1,000% satisfied with the action of Master Simon Ekpa. The genuine Biafrans are 1,000% satisfied with the call off of that idiotic lawsuit, that shameful lawsuit, that disgraceful lawsuit in the public. We are very proud of Master Simon Ekpa for calling it off. I am very, very proud of him for calling it off. Very, very proud of him. I am very, very proud of him for calling it off. When several Brigade officials warned Mr. Ekpa on multiple occasions that the Biafrans will be dissatisfied with him in mass, should it be revealed that he worked against the lawsuit? He said, should it be revealed? Is it a secret? It's not a secret. You say it should be revealed that Biafra will be dissatisfied. It is not a secret. We have already known that Master Simon Ekpa does not support infighting between Biafrans, suing each other and fighting. He doesn't support it. Has never ever supported it. Even while he was with us, he made a broadcast and said it. And took the side of Mrs. Orabueze. This is not about taking side. The decision of Master Simon Ekpa and Joko is not about taking side. When you want to push this, your idiotic blackmail and propaganda, keep it to yourself. Any moment you introduce propaganda and blackmail in the issue of Biafra, you are done. You are doomed. You should be very careful what you say. This is not about taking side. It is about the truth and what Master Simon Ekpa stands for. Even while he was with us, not because his invitation. Mr. Ekpa revealed that he indeed is doing this for Ms. Orabueze, not minding what her sabotage has caused to Biafran lately. This is absolute blackmail and nonsensical. Whatever decision Master Simon will take is not for Orabueze. It is not for Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. This is a decision that he made for Biafra, to keep our sanity, to keep our presence in the public reasonable and sensible, to sanitize Biafra, to create unity among us. That was the reason he took that decision. For unity, for sensibility, for sanity. That was why he took that decision. It was not to support Arabians or whatever. No, it is not. Who act as an agent of COAS? As far as I know, if I am to say, the COAS, you are the architect and the main person that planted this COAS. The major person that planted this COAS is this very man they called Isaiah Nyok. Okay, you started it. You formed the cabal. You created the cabal. You sponsored the media. You did everything you can do to destroy and derail and make Biafra under you. When you know that you are not even capable, you don't have what it takes. When I read this write-up, I begin to imagine the kind of brain you have. When I read, after reading this, I begin to imagine the kind of brain. Look at somebody that's going to lead a nation. Somebody that you can't even have the courtesy. You are not even civil enough to write you're not even civil enough to write a note that people can read and say, oh, maybe he has something to say. From the very way you addressed Prime Minister on this very note, it shows you are very idiotic, disrespectful, and anybody associated with you is just a clown like yourself. Every single person that associates with you is just like a clown yourself, like yourself. This is absurd. This is absurd. However, Mr. Ekpa privately acknowledged to Briggy officials in the let's get to the next paragraph. Let's bring the next one. However, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa acknowledged that Orabueze and her co-defendant has been dismissed due to the direct instruction of Simon Ekpa from detention. Briggy had initiated a federal lawsuit against Ms. Orabueze and her conspirators in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia in Washington on May 29, 2025. Here he is claiming that Master Simon Ekpa supported their lawsuit, acknowledged whatever was happened, whatever they explained to him, whatever they told him, he acknowledged it. I don't care. Whatever you told him, I do not care. Master Simon Ekpa has spoken and given the order, done the right thing, that you should not wash your dirty kneeling outside. Whatever differences we have within us as Biafrans should be settled within us, not in a law court. More especially at a time that idiotic people like you are talking about recognition. You are talking about recognition, and yet you are in the law court with your brother, suing your sister, fighting everybody, pushing propaganda and blackmail, fighting even the Prime Minister that established the platform upon which you are standing. The person that built the platform you are standing today, who knows Ogekere? Even in that United States where you are, who knows you? Do you have a name in the US that you raise? Do you have a name? But Master Simon Ekpa has a name. You are today standing on his own platform and you are insulting him. You are insulting him and you still have the gut. I don't know why people will still go back and listen to these idiots. I can't just understand it. He keep on writing. He said, Mr. Ekpa expressed his objection towards Briggy's lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze and has successfully taken action to block the lawsuit from prison against the advice of Mr. Who the hell is this Mr. Dabiri and your Briggy? Who is the hell? When you mention Mr. against the other Mr. Dabiri and Briggy lobbying firm, the same Briggy and lobbying firm that Master Simon Ekpa himself employed, they are his employees and he can sack them if he chooses to. He is the one that employed them. It is Master Simon that employed the service of Dabiri and the Briggy lobbying firm, Alias and so. So this bunch of idiots that are leading you now, he employed and he said he doesn't need their service anymore. So why are you using the same people to blackmail him? Only idiotic people that don't have common sense will listen to you. And over the objection of the acting Prime Minister, you see, when he addressed himself of this acting Prime Minister, it sounds funny to me. It sounds funny, but I want to read it the way he wrote it. He said, against acting Prime Minister, he said, over the objection of the acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, and the Briggy cabinet, and Biafra people bearing the scar of Mrs. Orabueze's damage to Briggy and Biafra restoration once Mr. Ekpa was detained. Idiotic. Mr. Ekpa has been actively working against Briggy's lawsuit for the past several weeks. Why the Briggy bylaw states that the Briggy cabinet has the right to replace the Prime Minister after 3 months of incarceration. These are things they have put together. They have put several things together, all in the name of trying to take over. You want to present yourself. You are not qualified, and you can't be qualified tomorrow. You don't have what it takes. You don't have it. That was why you created the chaos from the day one. The problem that is there today, you are the one that planted the problem. It doesn't matter what anybody is doing today. The confusion that is in the right and the left, every mistake that everybody is making today, you're supposed to take the blame. You are to be blamed for anybody that is going wrong today. The blame lies on you, Ugenkere. Every single mistake made by anybody that is under Master Simon Ekpa, anybody that calls the name of man that is under, every mistake they make, you should be held accountable. So you have no right to even come and speak. The British cabinet never did so out of respect. Shove that your respect to your neck. Shove it into your ass. That's respect to Mr. Ekpa. And acknowledging the emotional and emotional attachment many Biafrans feel towards him, because Mr. Ekpa will retain his position as prime minister, even though he is incarcerated. He has the legal right to assert the authority to undermine the lawsuit indefinitely, as long as Briggy keeps Mr. Ekpa in his position in the government while in prison. If the status quo is allowed to continue, Briggy going forward will remain undermined in decision making and delay the way forward to the restoration of recognition of Biafra in the United States of America. The international community cannot work with someone in prison and under duress for recognition to achieve. These are idiots. These are idiots. I don't know who told these people that they can just come and put anything up and Biafrans will just take it. I can't understand. I don't know who advised them to write this nonsense. I don't know. And this is the worst part of it that killed the whole thing. This is the worst part of it. This is the worst part of it. This part I read now is the worst part of it. That the recognition of Biafra cannot be gotten if they work with someone in prison. That the international communities will not recognize Biafra if they work with someone in prison. So this idiot is telling us that we should abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, abandon Mazi Simon Ekpa, because they are in detention. And tell me, who again is putting the name of this Biafra on international stage, apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa? These are the people who their case have gone international. The case is not a local case. It's an international case that is drawing attention. And this idiot forgot that Mandela became a president from the prison. Mandela, of all people, won his case from prison. He defeated them from prison and became a president. Mandela gave South Africa recognition from all the way from prison. Mandela is in as much as he is not the only one. He wasn't the only one fighting, but he was the face, the figure that was used, even though he was in detention. Even though he was in detention, he was the figure. And look at what these idiots are saying. What a shame. What a shame. This is a very, very big shame. And I will continue to read. He said, Mr. Ekpa relates to Briggy acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, that he does not believe Biafra have the right to sue Biafrans, ignoring the fact that Biafran saboteurs put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is just nonsense. This is just nonsense. This is just a sheer blackmail. Put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he is today. Mr. Ekpa also ignored that Biafran saboteurs submitted a petition to Finland, submitting and collaborating with the Nigerian government, which helped lead to his arrest. Mr. Ekpa vowed he would derail any attempts by Briggy to hold saboteurs accountable and would block Briggy from filing any lawsuit against saboteurs. This is just a sheer blackmail. Bunch of idiots. This write-up is written by idiots. Bunch of idiots. Furthermore, Mr. Ekpa relayed that he wants Biafran to know that he is personally stopping the lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze for Miss Orabueze benefits. You see, blackmail. What you see here is just a blackmail. A blackmail. Every one of us that is genuine Biafra, we know the stance of Mazi Simon when it comes to suing a Biafran, fighting a Biafran, going against a Biafran. He never dare it. In fact, in a broadcast, I'm going to look for that broadcast. This is the time. I'm going to search for that broadcast. Mazi Simon Ekpa gave us order. Those of us in the media, he gave an express order. Don't fight anybody that is speaking for Biafra. It does not matter under which umbrella the person is fighting. This was an express order from Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even he got angry to the extent that he mentioned some of us then in the media. Some of us in Briggy Media, he mentioned them. He said, don't call anybody's name again in your platform. Don't. Whoever wants to fight for Biafra should go ahead and fight for it the way he or she wants. Don't fight for them. Don't fight against them. And look at what they're using here. They're using it here to blackmail Mazi Simon Ekpa. His position, advocating dismissal of the lawsuit, is reflected in the notice of dismissal and court record. Mr. Ekpa responded that he doesn't care what Biafrans think. Emotional blackmail. You see, he doesn't care what Biafrans think. Every one of us know that Mazi Simon Ekpa cares so much. From the very day Nnamdi Kanu was taken away, he's the only man that cares. The only man that cares and put his own career on the line. Put his own career, the career that this Ogenkere will continue to pray and dream for, and he will never get it. The career that Mazi Simon Ekpa put on the line, Ogenkere will never get it until he dies. He will never attain to that height. It's impossible. There's no way. You can. None of them will attain to that. Every single one of them that is part of this letter, every one of them that is part of this, none of them can attain the height that Mazi Simon Ekpa have attained to, and he sacrificed it for the cause of Biafra. And you see, here, he doesn't care about what Biafrans think. Only idiots will believe you. When several Briggy officials, idiots like you, warned Mr. Ekpa in multiple occasions that Biafra will be dissatisfied with him in mass should it be revealed, there is nothing to reveal. We have known from the day one, from the first day I saw that thing, I know that Mazi Simon can never support lawsuit against any Biafra. There's nothing to reveal. Mazi Simon Ekpa, we know that he can never support any lawsuit against any Biafra. Never. Never. Not Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ekpa on multiple occasions that Biafrans would be dissatisfied with him in mass should it be revealed in the work against lawsuit, and took the side of Mr. Rabweze. Mr. Ekpa revealed that he indeed is doing this for Mr. Rabweze, not minding what her sabotage has caused to Biafrans lately, who act as an agent of chaos. However, Mr. Ekpa privately acknowledged to Briggy officials, these people are a bunch of idiots. These are a bunch of idiots, bunch of clowns that has nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer. Absolutely nothing to offer. Not to me, not to you, not to anybody. These people have nothing to offer. These are a bunch of idiots that has nothing to offer. And I bet you, anybody that pays attention to this nonsense, you should be sorry for yourself. Any Biafra that pays attention to this nonsense, in fact, you are not worthy to be a Biafran. That's all I got to say. Any Biafra that pays attention to this nonsense, it means you are not worthy to be a Biafran. I'm going to read the second part of it. Let me hold on. I'm looking for the second part of the letter. I want to be sure. I want to be sure that I'm reading the second part of the letter, because that one, I think we went back and front to another part of it. Yeah, this is the next part of it. So let's read this one too. Let's read this one. Somebody will spend his time to write this nonsense against our prime minister. And he says, beginning of the year that he knew of Miss Orabueze's wrongdoing and affirmed that Miss Orabueze is not working for Biafra interests. And at that time, he encouraged Briggy officials to take action against Miss Orabueze earlier in 2025. Mr. Ekpa sent a message to Miss Orabueze to disappear from social media, especially Twitter, X, because of what she was posting on social media with his name, signature, official letterheading, and faking of his official stamps, using official stamps, which we are implicating him in his ongoing case in Finland. Mr. Ekpa had also disowned Miss Orabueze, going when Miss Orabueze's group, when he realized her misconduct. As such, Mr. Ekpa has either been replaying a double game or incoherent, contradicting himself or deceiving Biafrans. Oh my God. You can imagine what somebody sits and begin to put together just to blackmail our prime minister. And you think that these things will make Biafrans hate him? You only made the Biafrans to love him the more. You only make Biafrans love him the more. All this episode you are writing is because Mazi Simon Ekpa told you, don't engage in a warfare with your own sister, with your own brother, with a fellow Biafran. Don't take a fellow Biafran to the court. Do not. No matter what crime the person has committed. And this is not the first time he's saying it. Even while he was with us, he told us, don't fight any Biafra agitators. Don't. Because of your wickedness, because of your evil mind, like so many have the same evil mind like you, when you talk about unity, they don't want to hear it. When you talk about unity, they don't want to hear it. They want everywhere to be on fire. They want fight to continue. But the leaders we have are the builders. Mazen Nnamdi is a builder. Mazen Nnamdi, even when people were talking against the people in the riverine area, how they abandon property, whatever, how they are not that to Mazen Nnamdi told them, everybody have their fault. Every one of us have our fault. That was the message of Mazen Nnamdi. He didn't blame anybody. Everybody have our fault. The same thing Mazi Simon Ekpa. In most of his program, he has said it. That he's not going to curse anybody. Neither is he going to fight anybody. He never support going after a Biafran. There is nothing they didn't do to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Fellow Biafrans. Even in that Finland where he is, he never took anybody to court. You can imagine the one that piloted protests against Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. A person that conducted a protest was in Finland. Masawa did arrest him. He didn't go after him. The person that blackmailed him, he is in Finland, a Biafra, but he never arrested him. So that one did not teach you a lesson. That Masawa doesn't support any such a thing against a Biafra. And because of that, we are blackmailing him. Let's read more. He said, Mr. Ekpa, learning that the breakaway group were collapsing under the weight of litigation and regaining momentum after the chaos of the past year, because resentful and became resentful and has engaged in desperate ploy to save Miss Orabueze in order to have her reignite chaos in the Biafra movement. Hey, God have mercy. God have mercy. May Chukwu Okikabiyama have mercy on you people. Everyone that is in part of this write-up, may Chukwu Okikabiyama have mercy. I pray that you don't suffer what Judas suffered. Mr. Ekpa is working against Briggy lawsuit and insisting Miss Orabueze, a widely looted figure, whose purpose is to ridicule the Biafra movement with her absurd and unserious behavior, has committed political suicide. Mr. Ekpa, in the estimation of many Biafrans in this one action, has completely disappointed Biafrans by changing the goalposts because it involved Ngozi Orabueze. Though he has knowledge of all sabotage of the particular woman, Mr. Ekpa sabotage is both disgraceful and despicable, and Biafrans are starting to wonder if Mr. Ekpa is putting his personal interest and Mr. Orabueze over that of Biafra. You see how evil these people are. You see how evil. You see how evil people can be. Blackmailing Mazi Simon Ekpa. All you see in this write-up from A to Z is about blackmail. They are not making any sense at all. They are, because of a single statement. Don't fight your brother. Don't fight your sister. Maintain peace and status quo. Maintain peace. Do not engage anybody in any warfare. That is the only thing Mazi Simon Ekpa said. And he didn't say it because his invitation. Even while he was with us, he was saying the same thing. Don't fight anybody. No matter their ideology, no matter their group, don't fight them. Don't sue anybody. Mazi Simon never supported. In his program, many people, most of the time we come there, people will say, go and sue this person. He is accusing you. That person is in Finland. Sue him. This one is in Europe. Sue him. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a lawyer. And if he wanted to sue in Europe, he can sue many people, but he never, with all the insult, disgrace, attack, he never sued anybody. And he stands on that very legacy. Today, one idiot called Ogenkere, one clown called Isaiah Nyog is blackmailing Mazi Simon with his group. I am mentioning him because he is the only name I see in this write-up. And he has the audacity to address himself as acting prime minister. And when it comes to our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he addressed him as Mr. Ekpa. He addressed him, he denigrates him and addressed him as Mr. Ekpa. But when it comes to himself, he say acting prime minister. Acting for who? Acting for who? Ha! May God have mercy on you. May God have mercy on your soul. In the best case scenario, Mr. Ekpa's deranged, erratic action are a result of being under pressure by the Finnish authority. Pressure of trial, his own personal interest during the appeal of his conviction, and the mental instability. Non-compos mentis. Or in the worst case scenario, Mr. Ekpa supposedly betrayed Briggy due to the selfish and egometrical reasons. In either case, Mr. Ekpa's suitability as a leader and loyalty to Briggy and the Biafra movement is now in question. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you to put Mazi Simon Ekpa's attitude in question? Who? Where we born you? You are not yet born now. You never grow. Who is that person? Can you come on air and even read this thing you write? Come on air and read out this thing you wrote. Can you come on air and read it and explain it by yourself? Can you come out on air and read out these things? In the best case scenario, Mr. Ekpa deranged. Hi, Chineke bin anyway. This is absurd. Briggy wishes to ask Mr. Ekpa to show us any evidence of progress that Mrs. Orabueze has achieved for Biafra people since after convention. Mrs. Orabueze sabotaged the Biafran Defense Force, BDF, including brandished them criminals and fraudulent. Ms. Orabueze sabotaged IOU loans, telling them that IOU loan is now a scam. Mr. Ekpa, with entire cabinet of Briggy, including some Miss Orabueze's, including Miss Orabueze, same Miss Orabueze, had guaranteed Biafrans of, hold on. Hold on. Let me put this thing right. So, Mr. Ekpa, with entire cabinet of Briggy, including same Miss Orabueze, had guaranteed Biafrans of their IOU loan, hoping to be rewarded accordingly when Biafra is fully achieved. And now, seeing Ekpa supporting Miss Orabueze on labeling it a scam is questionable. Miss Orabueze hijacked Biafran database website. You see, these people are a bunch of idiots. These are a bunch. If there is anybody that created any chaos, whatever blame that is today lies, have its roots on this Isaiah Anyog. Whatever blame that lies today is upon this Isaiah Anyog. Every single blame that he mentioned here, he is the one that is the cause. Whatever mistake anybody have made in the course of this struggle, in all these things he's mentioning here, Isaiah Anyog is the one responsible, actively responsible. If anybody should go to jail for it, it is Isaiah Anyog that should be held and he should go to jail for every mistake that any Biafra has made. Every Biafra working under Master Simon Ekpa, for every mistake they have made, the only person that is supposed to be held accountable, that should go to jail for their sake, is Isaiah Anyog. He's the only one that needs to go to jail because this problem he created, he was the one that destroyed the cabinet that Master Simon Ekpa put in place. He destroyed the cabinet that Master Simon Ekpa put in place. He destroyed the status quo. He was the one that created the chaos and created division. He was the one that planted the division you see today, that you have thousands of groups, people speaking from their nose and their mouth. It is Ogechukwu Nkere that introduced it. And you still have the gut to come and blackmail Master Simon Ekpa. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be definitely, completely ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Mr. Ekpa, with the entire cabinet of Briggy, including same Mr. Orabueze, had guaranteed Biafrans of their IOU loan, hoping to be rewarded accordingly when Biafra is fully achieved. And now, seeing Ekpa supporting Mr. Orabueze on labeling it a scam is questionable. Ms. Orabueze hijacked Biafran database website with all Biafran citizens' data, and now they are now illegally auctioning the database for over $10,000. You see, these people, every single thing this idiot is saying here, thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that I am, to an extent, an insider. I know everything about it. I know all this nonsense he's talking here. I have a first-hand information about them. I have a first-hand information, and even how he got this is $10,000 he mentioned here. I know how he got it in. These are a bunch of idiots, bunch of blackmailers that have nothing to offer. Only to continue to create problem. You think that creating problem will make you relevant? It will not. You think that by destroying people, it will make you relevant? No. It shows Biafrans more that you are an idiotic person who is good for nothing and has nothing to offer. You are challenging somebody to show you what he or she have done. What about you yourself? You that is parading yourself as an active whatever. What have you done? Can you please, first of all, you should have first of all list what you have done. You should have first of all, you list what you have done. You say, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. But this person, what has she done? If there is anybody that should go to jail, it is this idiot. with his cohort, people that are pushing him and directing him on this nonsense, they should be the one to go to jail. Bunch of idiots and clowns. Say illegally auctioning the database for $10,000. Ms. Orabueze is printing fake identity card for Biafrans. Ms. Orabueze now leak out Biafran identity card information on social media, which Biafrans are asking Ekpa if this is what he promised Biafran to do with their information on the database. This is betrayal to the Biafran people. Having imposed confidence on him, Ms. Orabueze now also officially has recruited known saboteurs, Ebubago, as well as posting our names and bank account of Biafrans in Nigeria online, which calls some Biafrans to be trailed by Nigeria. I will stop here. This is, I have never seen an idiotic write-up than this one. I have seen everything, but this one, I never see this one. I never see this kind of one before. I never see this kind of one before. Because Master Simon Ekpa is not here to respond. You think that you can blackmail Master Simon Ekpa to make it. You cannot. You cannot. You can't even dare. You can't even dare. The credibility of Master Simon Ekpa is from here to that US where you are. The credibility of Master Simon Ekpa is excellent, 1000% excellent. There is nothing you can do. You think because he's in detention, you want to come and blackmail him. Because he is not there to respond, you don't want to blackmail him. Only idiots like yourself will listen to you. Like those clowns who join you in this write-up. Only idiots like you. It is so sad. It is so sad that people have gone to this extent. It is very shameful and disgraceful. Very shameful and disgraceful. For you to think you can come and blackmail the Prime Minister. You can come and blackmail an innocent man that is sacrificing his life for Biafra, for even you and your unborn children. All you could do is to come and blackmail him. Your days are numbered. You are going to die the death of Judas. In the case of Judas, Judas repented, but he didn't have the opportunity to receive forgiveness. You are going to face the fate of Judas for betraying Master Simon Ekpa Njoku. You didn't just betray him secretly, you are coming in the open to blackmail him, even when he is facing trial to save you. You have the gut to come out and blackmail him. Chukwu Okike Abiyama will not forgive you. Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the God of the innocent, will never ever forgive you. The blood of the innocent will continue to haunt you. And I repeat, for every distraction that is in the Biafran struggle today, every mistake everybody have made from A to Z, you are responsible, 100% responsible. For every single mistake made in the course of this journey, you are responsible. No one else needs to be held guilty. It is you. But because you don't have conscience, because your soul is sealed with iron, because you are heartless, you still want to go further to blackmail a man that has given up his life for his people. A man that has given up every single thing in him for his people. You still have the gut to come out and blackmail him. It is a shame. It is a very big shame. Very, very big shame. And I pray and I hope that justice, the God of justice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu invoked in the court of Nigeria, this day I invoke that same justice, the God of justice, to go after you. You will never go scot-free. for you to trample on the innocents, for you to trample on the genuineness of our prime minister, to blackmail him, to tarnish his image, to make some flimsy accusations unnecessarily on our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never forgive you. He will not. He will not. Even though Master Simon Ekpa is not here, he can speak through us. I have responded, and I know many Biafrans who are going to respond. Anybody that is in this platform, share this broadcast to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share it. Let every Biafran get this information and give their own response. Don't keep it to yourself. Share this broadcast. Share it and make it go viral. They will see it, including themselves. They need to see it. And I hope they have to respond when they have to. It is so sad. So wherever you are joining us from, I urge you to try as much as possible to do what you can to be part of this very move. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Now you know your real enemies. You don't need any preaching. You don't need anybody to come and clap for you. You don't need any prophet to come and tell you who is who. Every one of us should stay strong. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is going to come out in glory. It is going to shock all of you. Every one of you that is here thinking that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not, he is going to come in such a way that will shock everybody. And when he comes out, all these idiots, they will see their end. Wherever you are, wherever you are coming from, wherever angle you are speaking from, you must continue to stand firm. What Mazi Simon Ekpa said when he was with us is still the same thing he's saying. He never support any attack against any Biafran. Even while he was with us. In that Finland, the person that protested, that sponsored the protest against him was in Finland. An illegal protest, which was to tarnish his image. You think he cannot arrest him? You think he can go after him? You think he doesn't have the connection to take that man and lock him up? But he never did so. Many Biafrans have attacked him. In Europe, in that Finland, he never one day took any one of them to court. He stood his ground. The same thing he said when he was with us, there is nothing different from what he's saying today, from what he has said in the past. Nothing different, nothing whatsoever. There is nothing different. And all you can see is to come and blackmail him and impose yourself. And you address my assistant as Mr. Ekpa. Mr. Ekpa. And when it gets to yourself, you call yourself acting prime minister. Oh my God. You don't even have the courtesy. You don't even have the courtesy of being civil in your write-up. Just try to be civil so that at least people can be able to digest what you are writing and maybe give it a second thought. No sensible person will read that write-up and give it a second thought. No sensible Biafran, no reasonable Biafran will read that very thing you wrote and give it a second thought. None. Only idiots will. There is no reasonable and responsible Biafran anywhere on the planet Earth that will read that thing you wrote and give it a second thought. With all your claim of whatever APM you gave yourself. Common courtesy of writing something in a civil manner, you can't. Look at the write-up you posted online. Full of blackmail, full of propaganda, full of idiotic statements that doesn't make sense. Nothing's made sense. Not single thing made sense there. The only target is for you to destroy Mazi Simon Ekpa, tarnish his image, and now become the Almighty. You just want to take him away from the picture and now become the Almighty. That everybody will now begin to clap for you. It is a shame. Your shame, they shame me. Wherever you are, your shame is shaming me. And I hope you change your mind. And you hope you learn your lesson. After this one, I hope you learn your lesson. Don't push Biafrans to the world. So many of us, we kept silent and we don't mention names, we don't call. Doesn't mean that when you come after our livelihood, more especially, you come after Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, for no just cause, for purpose of blackmail and propaganda. If you want to pursue your cause, you want to create your own palace, you want to create your own Biafra, go ahead and create it and let Simon Ekpa be. You want to create your own cabal, whatever you want to build, go ahead and build it, but let Simon Ekpa be. Do you have to pull somebody down to rise? But I bet you have just fired the wrong shot and you have ended up in destroying yourself. Those clowns who are waiting, those who want things to be spelled out to them in ABC, maybe now they know better. After this very letter, some of them who will see it and those who will pay attention, who can read and write, they will now understand better. And I urge everyone to go and look at this very write-up for yourself. It was released yesterday. I saw it. You saw the date in that very letter. It was yesterday that they released that very statement. They call it Brigade press release. They call it Brigade press release. So let me check the date again. The date that I saw there is yesterday. Yesterday date. That's the date I saw there. Am I mistaken? It's yesterday. Yesterday. That's yesterday date. As in that. Yes, 31st of October. Yes, 31st of October, yesterday. This press release was made yesterday, 31st of October. Idiots. You're welcome, Greg. Thank you for joining. Are you there, Greg?
Good morning, Mazichus.
Good morning, my brother. You're welcome.
Happy new month, the month of November.
Same to you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity this morning. I've been long, more than a week now, I think since last weekend till today. Thank God we will survive fighting for Biafra, fighting for the family to eat. You cannot change it. So this morning, 1st of November 2025, I will let Chineke aka n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. We let Chukwu aka n'isi Simon Ekpa. Chukwu ga-abụ onye mmeri, and the Chineke na-emerikwen. We see it every day that God is winning. Ọ ga-adịrị Simon Ekpa mma, ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu mma. Onye ije ga-anarịrị. Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ije. Ọ ga-alarụ. Simon Ekpa bụ onye ije. Ọ ga-alarụ. Ụmụ Igbo ga-alarụ. Ụmụ Biafra niile ga-alarụ. Onye sa ya agaghị alarụ. Onye ahụ atọ n'ụzọ anyị laruo. How ya will fight God this morning? Ka anyị wetara Chukwu aka enu. Ya na ndị mmụọ ozi ya dube Biafrans. Ya na ndị mmụọ ozi ya wawara anyị ụzọ. Ya na ndị mmụọ ozi ya lụbara anyị ọgụ. N'ikuku n'ọnwa, ma n'anyanwụ, ma n'ala. Ndị mmụọ ozi Chineke lụwa ọgụ na Abuja, lụwa ọgụ na Finland, lụwa ọgụ in Washington, in Europe, and in Asia, and any part of the world, and more in Africa, especially in Abuja. Ndị mmụọ ozi ya rise and fight. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Oge nkere agaghị achịkwa ya ọzọ. Ewo. Ọkpara Chineke ga-abara oge nkere ya agbanaga. Ekwensu agaghị achịkwa Biafra ịnọ na. Ọkpara Chineke ga-abara ya mbanụ ya agbanaga. Oge nkere agaghị achịkwa Biafra n'ụwa o. Ọkpara Chineke ga-abawara ya mbanụ ya banaga. Oge nkedi agwara nga agwa. Ekwensu agwara nga agwa ihere ga-abụ oke gị yo. Oge nkedi agwara gị n'ihere ga-eme gị yo. Ekwensu na gwakwara gị n'ihere ga-eme gị yo. Ekwensu na gwakwara gị na ị gaghị win this war. It's a shame. It's a shame. But to me, this is the beginning for some people to understand what Ogem Keri stands for. From day one, any reasonable person supposed to know and expect this kind of word from Ogem Keri. Any reasonable person, any man that can see the handwritten on the wall. Any man that stands for truth. Any man that knows when the darkness is trying to take over will see that Ogem Keri is evil. Ogem Keri is evil. He did not stop this case on his own. He stopped it because he found that he don't have the chance. Ogem many the war. Abu no Ogem Keri 100% sure I'm telling you. Because only any single remorse, only a single respect for the PM man Simon Ekpa. From the one to any person, that is why when they were talking about unity, there's people you can unite with. I'm telling you. Only Abu no Ogem Keri any atom of respect for Simon Ekpa, for what he's going through, for the battle he fought in getting this position and getting to this level. Immediately Simon Ekpa pronounced that word, go and withdraw this case. Either he will win it or he will lose it. Either he will whatever. As long as that word come out from Mayazi, Simon Ekpa, go and withdraw this case. Ogem Keri will not make a second word. As a person that have respect for his master, the only thing Ogem Keri will say, since our PM said withdraw this war for his sake and respect, we will go and take away this case. But because
my master,
my boss, all those things are blasphemy propaganda. This guy never liked Simon Ekpa from day one. The day I know that he is not real, the day I know, we always said, the point I know that Ogem Keri is not real was the day he came out. During that time, our PM asked them question in their meeting. What did you say about this WhatsApp message? He said, you are the boss. If you say he's okay, it's okay. If you say it's not okay, it's not okay. That will show you who he is. That will show you who he is. I will not need another person to tell me who he is. If Prime Minister Simon Ekpa say it is good, it's good. If he say it's bad, it's bad. So he doesn't want to speak his own. So I don't need such person. Any person that will see the truth and divert it, that person, he will remain evil. If you see any person, that's why I always call, if you are my worst enemy, choose. When he come in the matter with you and any person, and I am in present there to judge it, if I see through that place is you are the person that is right, I will pronounce it. This thing you are doing to this person is not good. Even though I'm not in good time with that person, but we'll let the truth and the record be there that you said what is just. So when they ask him that question, he said, you are the prime minister, this, that. And this question was asked 2 weeks to the convention. When they were trying to leave the house for them, in case. When they try to unite everybody before we move into what we want to do. And he doesn't want that truth to stand. if you say it's bad, it's bad. If you say it's not good, it's not good. That will show you that he is an evil man. I don't need him. That is where I put him bad. That is where I put Abadababa. Then when Ghana back Badababa in school, I won't able slate again. My mom on when they bet Abadababa bad. Even I pay him, but 18 and me Abadababa bad. At the man I want his bum mad. And standing at Parawa. And bam. So because all these testimonies have been coming all this way, that before the convention they had already planned the plan 1 and plan B and plan C. What are those plans for? What originated those plans? How did you start coming to convention with evil plan apart from the plan that Simon Ekpa had on January 2024? And this is what we want to achieve. And this is the area we will go. And in every 2 weeks, every month, he will come and give the Americans, who are the mostly contributors, update of what he has been achieving and what he has been doing and what the next plan will be. He do it for January to November. And they were sitting there deceiving themselves. So that is why I said a criminal is a criminal, and nobody will come out and tell you I am a betrayer. And it's not done. They will want to remain on the seat until they get the opportunity to destroy everything. Nobody will tell you I'm a betrayer. If you are looking for somebody to tell you I'm a betrayer, you are lying. But you will know them by their fruits. And those people who see the truth and they lie, they will continue lying. Look at what he's writing about the prime minister. If Ogen Kerry know that he will go to this court and win this case. So Biafrans are not stupid. If he is 100% sure that when he go to that court, he will win, he can never respect our PM to withdraw that case. That is 100%.
Of course.
That is 100%. He will not win. And those evil lawyers, those people who are the so-called lobbies and all those things, those people are criminals.
Criminals deceiving him and stealing money from him.
When they look at you say you are Briggy, and Briggy have charter. Briggy, we have law, constitution already. How can the lawyer take $20,000 and say that they are making a bylaw for you? Bylaw under which government? They paid them $20,000 to make a bylaw for them. They change outside the charter and the constitution. And then when they want to win a case, they would start telling people, charter. Why didn't they use the bylaw they make and tell the Biafrans, the bylaw, they reach 20,000 to go and write? When that charter, did the Biafra government use 20,000 to write it on or they gather themselves and write constitution what they want? So this will show you that the guy has been sponsored 100%. Any person that is still in doubt of it, we know that he is sponsored. Some people might still not be believing, but for somebody who will come out and speak and write this kind of thing as his press release, it will show you that he had not been real. He had not been real. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, is in the custody. If you're in the custody, the information you will get depends on who is relating any information to you.
Of course.
So, and that information you will get, before you react to that information, there will be no concrete reaction until you get information from the opposite side.
From both sides.
From both sides. So the people they went to Finland to be cornering to be presenting evil to the PM, all this wine, until the PM have opportunity to know what is going. How can you come and tell Biafrans that all of them confess that the PM, Simon Ekpa, is with them to sue the Otongozo Rebeza? And when the case is about to start, the same PM come and stop it. Tell them, don't go and sue anybody, go and withdraw it. And you said not a one, not two, not three, that he is the one who asks you people to go and sue. And when you went to the when you sue that case, you did not go to your cabinet and your followers. Today now we have sued. Instead, you run to your master in Nigeria. It is everybody read it in the Nigerian newspaper. He went and told them we have sued Otongozo Rebels. And they write it in their newspaper. Now, supposed to go and tell them that the Otongozo Rebels, Simon Ekpa is no more suing the Otongozo Rebels. Simon Ekpa has withdrawn his case. So, and everything they do is lie from day one to today. Everything is propaganda and lie. And destroy everything. Destroy the army, destroy the finance, destroy everything to make sure that they crumble everything. Now, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is knowing the fact. And they are now angry because all their lies did not fly. So, everybody, just as you said, that is still in doubt who these people are. I was surprised when Juicy was calling names and fighting. This was
this one. Then they keep silent for this one. Oh.
This one. This one go beyond. Look at this man saying that Simon Ekpa is playing double standard.
Hi.
You see? So, to spoil the mind of the Biafrans.
When I see the way they address our Prime Minister, say, Mr. Ekpa. If you reach for your own name, you go put acting Prime Minister. If you want to talk about Mazi, you say Mr. Ekpa.
Yeah. So, who write those things for him? Akbarawa and his group. Okay, they cannot write that correct English in that way. They put all those things for him, and they release it as their press release. Before God and man, I am not surprised. If I tell you I'm surprised, I am not, because I know this is the beginning for them to fight Mazi, Simon Ekpa, and the United States of Biafra. They never come for Biafra. If they are thought they are fighting for Biafra, then you know the Nigerian politicians, some Igbo politicians are using them to get the kind of Biafra they want. Not the kind of Biafra we want. These are two things. Either politicians are sponsoring them to get the kind of Biafra when they will, even if that Biafra will come, they will take it. They will grab that Biafra when that Biafra come. Those Igbo politicians who are sponsoring them, if at all, they want Biafra, but the kind of Biafra and the way they want it, they want to use Ogenkere to get it, and they will put every situation in Biafra the way they want. Or they are paying him to destroy, to make sure Biafra did not come. These are the two things I know Ogenkere is working for. Anybody that is doubting it, that person is on his own. They don't want a Biafra where there will be discipline. They want that Biafra where there will be order. They want the Biafra with order and truth. They don't want such Biafra. They want the Biafra where there will be cabals and the others things they are doing in Nigeria with lies and propaganda. That is not what we are coming here every time. That is not what he's supposed to do with those family. Where now go data. Now spend your time. If you use those time to go and do extra work, you will have extra money for the family. But these people are not, that's not what they are fighting for. They have a different thing and a different plan. So every Biafran, this one is supposed to, if you are still in doubt, if you are indeed, you really want a disciplined and honest Biafra, this is another open eye. If you don't open your eye on this last point, then you know you have not been working for the true Biafra. Manduneja has Simon Ekpa, we end their own. Manduneja has a face Simon Ekpa dinala. This is your open eye. These people have a different agenda. For this man to write this kind of evil, you don't need another person to tell you what is going on. They know they won't win that case. That is why they're coming back. Ogenkere have no repentance. There is no remorse in him, and he will not have remorse. And most of them have no remorse because they know their goal. That is my submission. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Biafrans.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that submission. Coach Hooks, take your mic. Speak to us, Coach Hooks.
Yes, so good morning. Good morning from my side. Massachusetts, good morning.
Welcome, my brother.
Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. All those in comment section, like the program and share it. Because we are now in critical time. Now that the US, most especially the President of the United States of Biafra, they are putting Nigeria as a country of concern.
Increase your volume, we'll not hear you.
Okay. This is the time we're supposed to know that what you are doing, what Nnamdi Kanu, what Simon Ekpa, and what the genuine Biafrans, what you are seeking for, is now coming into am I going to say into reality, or how would I even put that in English? The whole world is now listening to what you are saying in church. Yes, choose. This man that he make himself as a deputy prime minister. Even before now, Biafra have known that this man is not looking for Biafra. After that day, after that clip that come out that Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa asked him, what this man writes, is it good by you? He said, since you are the leader, since you are the prime minister, it is good by you. It's also good by me. That is when we're supposed to know that this man is not 100%. He's not looking for Biafra in short. And at the same time, every one of us is supposed to know that this man that called Genkiri, that made himself as a deputy prime minister, DPM, how would I even put it myself? APM, acting prime minister. Acting prime minister. When Simon Ekpa is here with us, he's very, very busy. That is when, if you call him, he says he's driving motor. But look at since when Simon Ekpa, since when Finland takes away Simon Ekpa away from us, he's no longer driving motor. Likewise, Sonny Akpalawa himself. When Simon Ekpa is here with us, he's always having network issue. Today, he's no longer having that network issue. When he said media is power, that's when we're supposed to know that this man, because this man, he have do more, he have do a lot of things in this struggle church. And at the same time, that time that he said media is power, if you look, 247 is always in Twitter. 247, that is when he know he's trying to buy the people that he wanted to use to fight against Simon Ekpa, which is our prime minister of the United States of Biafra. And if you look, that this thing that they are doing now, they are going to stop. They're not going to stop. If Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, if he come out today,
they will fight. They have started their fight already. They go fight her.
That is when this fight will going to increase itself. Because this press statement that they release, this shambolic press statement that they release yesterday, because in their mind they're going to say, since United States of America have released their own press statements, this is the right time for them to release their own, so that everything is going to, so that if Biafran sees, they're going to say yes, they are now working. It's because of the Washington DC that they have snapping pictures 247. If you went to congressmen, you can snap picture with those people that in this man says, and even forget that even have over how many record of criminal record in that the same US. It's just that Biafrans have good mind. If this thing that these people are even doing myself, If a person just volunteer himself to bring this man down within a second, you're going to do it. It's because of that genuine mind Biafrans have. That's why they didn't even go and attack him or something like that. Because them, can this man report, go give FBI, they're going to hold him. Because he have having a lot of criminal record before. But still with that, they continue to be destroying what genuine Biafrans is doing. The worsted one is this now. This first statement that he say in this. If he's addressing our prime minister, we're going to say, man, Simon Ekpa. If he's addressing himself, he's going to say acting prime minister. Who is he acting under then? The worst one is say, you're not going to US, you're not going to work with the person that is in prison or something like that. Okay, you that you are not in the prison. What do you even bring to the table? Always snapping pictures, posting it. Because you have seen that those pictures that you are snapping, Biafrans have know what you are capable of. That is why you reduce that snapping of the picture. Anytime that you see any progress, you like to come and take the praises. The worst one again now, the person, our PM, man Simon Ekpa, that is in calculation. He said they're going to be replacing after 3 months. We know that is a plan before now. Or what time I couldn't be the plan here? Who they go take? When the governor of Enugu State said that he have a lot of evidence to take away our prime minister, that is when we know that has been a plan since for people to take over the government of our PM. But everything is playing out now. Biafra have started knowing the truth. The one that is still following them. Because I'm still even saying it. What did these people even bring to the table? Nothing good can come out of these people. The people that are still following them, you should know that you are bringing a cost to your born generation. Because any money that you give to these people, you are bringing cost to your generation. Because these press statements have been, even though if you do not know what is going on before, go and sit down and read this press statement that he says that he released. Go and sit down and read it. That is when you are going to know that everything that they are doing is to destroy the image of Biafrans, most especially our prime minister. Even the lawsuit that even say they have withdrawn back. It's just that you have seen that everything this, because if you have known that if you continue with this lawsuit, you're going to end up in jail right there in US. Because it is Biafra land. No more Biafra will not be able to then will cable area. But if they're in US, you may even go life in prison that place myself. That's the reason why I even go and withdraw that lawsuit back. The only thing I want to tell our people, they should know that nothing good can come out of these people. Because the whole thing is playing out. The whole thing is playing out now. Nothing good can come out of these people. Back to Nnamdi Kanu case. Even Nigerians self, they know that Nnamdi Kanu has been. They have known that Nnamdi Kanu case. Not to go hack or Kukumbado Hanunu now. Bopia Bopo Mankwe, Dokweni Mpopo. Because what they are looking for now, how Nnamdi Kanu going to be frustrated that you're going to say you're no more going forward again. But you should just remember the word of Nnamdi Kanu, where he said, if he defeated, the next pen that is right there beside him, that is to tell you that this man called Nnamdi Kanu They have know what is going here for. Even our people that is all over social media, they are saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to sign what you want to sign and come back. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mistakenly sign anything today, we should write assured that Biafrans is what is even, may even take us another 100 years to come. They should just move all those things from our mind now. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa have hold all these people for their truth in this point of time. What we are going to do now, we just continue to pray for them. That is the only thing that we can be doing for now. If we pray for them and do the necessary one we're supposed to do, we should just move all those things in our mind for we to tell them to sign what they want to sign and come back. Let me stop here for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very submission. We must continue. We have spoken enough on that, and this is something that Biafrans have known. The only reason why we have to talk about it and speak about it because today our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not here with us, and we cannot keep silent while we watch somebody come online to blackmail him or to tarnish his image or to ridicule him. Only a foolish Biafran will see that and keep silent. We will not keep silent. We can't tolerate that, and that is absolutely unacceptable. No Biafran will accept that. No Biafran will see that and keep silent. We must continue to respond. Wherever you see that post being made, make your comment there and tell them they can't fight our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and succeed. They are only digging their own grave. They are only digging their own grave. I mean, that move, they have just made the greatest mistake of that their shambolic group that they are forming. They just made the greatest mistake. And if they think that maybe there's any Biafra, that nonsense is going to woe and make them begin to think otherwise. Only idiots. I don't think there is any Biafran that nonsense will move. I cannot move anybody. I can't move any Biafran, no matter whatever they are doing or whatever they are saying. So we just touched it and we've spoken about it, and that is it. Every Biafran will continue to respond. And what we are seeing today is also has everything to do with the zoo. It has everything to do with the zoo because they seize every single opportunity they have to creep in and push their own agenda and create their distractions in a time that we are supposed to be making waves. In a time when we see that Nigeria has been designated as a country of concern, this is a time that we are supposed to be up and doing, focused on pursuing our cause, because it's a very great advantage for us when we see that Nigeria finally has been designated, and we see the zoo themselves, their media saying that what is his name? That their idiotic drug baron who is in Asrog saying that they don't accept the designation of Nigeria as a country of concern. Who the hell are you to accept or not to accept? Who cares? Who are you to challenge the decision of the West or what the US have already said? We saw the video when I played it. That was directly from the office of the president. Donald Trump himself tweeted it. So it is not something of maybe you agree or you don't agree. You agree, you don't agree. That is just your own business. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. And it's an opportunity for us to weigh in and do what we have to do. You can see it there. They say Tinubu government reject Trump's designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. You can disagree for all I care. The deed have been done. Donald Trump have designated it, and I bet you the whole world is going to follow suit. This is not the tenor of a Democrat in the US, the fraudulent Democrats, Blinken and Biden, that removed you from that very atrocity before. You are going back to where you belong. So Shore here said, no foreign power can fix what corrupt, careless Nigeria's leader have broken. Of course, Of course, the only alternative to break it up, everybody go the separate ways. And this is a very disturbing one. This is our lawyer, Aloy Ejimako. Our lawyer Ejimako, you can see here he's using oxygen because of the gas they poured in him during this NSAS this Freemason Nnamdi Kanu protest. So the thing affected him. Lawyer Aloy Ejimako forced to wear inhaler after being tear gassed by Nigerian police. So you see the challenges people are facing, the suffering Biafrans have to go through just to be able to air their opinion. That is what Aloy Ejimako is going through now. You see what he has to go through simply because he is standing for what is right, simply because he said, allow my people to be free, simply say, free my client. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now, lawyer, Aloy Ejimako, forced to wear inhaler after being tear gassed by Nigerian police. How they took the life was special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Igbos, has been forced to rely on inhaler after he directly tear gassed by officers of the Nigerian police. See, Aloy Ejimako is not a young man; he's over 70. You can imagine shooting him with tear gas directly. That's the effect he has on him. In a video seen by Sahara reporters, Ejimako blamed his health condition on the use of tear gas against peaceful protesters. The aftermath of taking 2 direct tear gas hits, peaceful assembly. When a nation tear gasses peaceful protesters, but romance terrorists in full glare of the public, being slammed as country of particular concern becomes inevitable. All these things are showing when you see a country of concern, it is inevitable. There is no other way. There's nothing other. Country of particular concern. Nigeria is overdue to be there. Look at how they are handling it. A man whom they disobey their own law, they disobey their own court, they disobey everything, and they think they're going to survive with it. It's not going to happen. He said in the video posted on his official handle, seen by Sahara reporters, President Tinubu can reverse the negotiative tide for free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and all prisoners of conscience who resorted to cold comfort of self-determination as a bulwark against permissive terror. Ejimako was reportedly tear-gassed when demanding the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on October 20th in Abuja. Earlier, a magistrate court sitting in Kuje, Abuja, remanded Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, and his lawyer, Aloy Ejimako. The magistrate sitting in Kuje remanded Barrister Aloy Ejimako, the lead counsel in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case, and Prince Emmanuel Kanu, his younger brother. This is a conspiracy from the executive, legislative, and judiciary to frustrate Kanu's trial on Thursday. Kanu posted on X. Sahara reporters earlier report that the Nigerian police plan to arraign Nnamdi Kanu brother, his lawyer, and 11 others at the magistrate court in Kuje, Abuja. The development was revealed by human rights activist and former presidential candidate of the African Congress, Omoyele Sowore, in a Facebook post on Tuesday. I just learned that illegal IGP Kayode Ogbotokun has sent Nnamdi Kanu's brother and lawyer Aloy Ejimako and 11 others all the way to Kuje Magistrate Court to get them remanded in prison at all costs, he wrote on Facebook. Sahara reporters earlier report that at least 13 peaceful protesters who participated in the Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu demonstration in Abuja were arrested and taken to infamous SARS abattoir detention and torture facility. You see, That is the sacrifice people have to pay. You see, Marco, we pray that Chukwu Okeke will strengthen him and give him the strength to be back. The attack on us is huge. The attack in us is huge, and we will never give up. Wherever you are as a Biafran, never give up. Continue to stand for what is right. Continue to speak your mind. Continue to air your opinion, and don't keep silent. This is a battle for all of us. We will continue to fight this battle until we win it. The Nigerian government is not stopping. And I still have to use this opportunity to thank every Biafran that heeded that call. That was a video I made yesterday. When I did the program, that was a video I played where a call was made to all Biafrans to boycott that Buku mat that is pushing propaganda against the Biafran. We must not forget that. For that mat to make an advertisement against Biafra and call us fraudster, call Igbo people fraudster. Any Igbo man that goes to that Buku shop to buy something is a mad person. He's an idiot. Any Igbo person that patronizes that mat is a fool. Put your money where your mouth is. You don't use your money to fund something that will kill you. You don't use your money to fund somebody that is against you. We have done it for too long. We use our money to build the Nigeria that is against us. Build the Lagos that is against you. You use your money to patronize people. You train people that are going to kill you the next day. Enough of that. That campaign has been posted everywhere on X, on social media, all social media platforms. And I thank Chukwu Okeke Abiama. From the video I saw this morning, the response of Biafrans, I applaud it. And if you're a Biafran, you have not seen it, you must have to join. Don't patronize that idiotic mat. It is time we make statement, because all those their supermarket, now we still they give them money, now we they buy. Now we they buy. The same people we are patronizing, they will come and blackmail us and talk lie against us. So they should let their people buy. I want us to watch this video with me. Let's see how Biafrans responded to that Boku madness.
The Boku mats in Lagos. This is actually one of the most Boku mat that usually have the high traffic. Can you guys see it? Can you see that activity? There is no activity in this place. I decided to say, let me do a spot check. Let me actually see if Igbo people actually boycotted this Boku mat as they said on social media. I'm beginning to think that people are serious about this. Yes, this particular Boku mat used to carry traffic. This is even the car park. Can you see there's no even car? Only one car parked on this place. And this is this time is a time that shoppers normally come to shop. Can you see the environment? Practically nothing is happening. No car parked, no nothing. So I'm taking a walk inside. Let's see what is happening inside. People need to understand that sometimes some of these things should not be joked with. You understand? You don't allow people to use mistake to spoil your effort as a business. And when you see it happen, what do you do next? You find a way to find a solution. You understand? I've made a video and I said that Boku mat should apologize. I don't mean the girl. You understand? The girl doesn't really matter in the scheme of things, because I believe that Boku sanctioned that particular advert. They should apologize so that people will see that they are actually remorseful about what happened. You understand? You can't just come out and begin to profile a particular tribe, begin to call their names, and you expect them to be happy about that. It's not good. It's not right. You understand? So this is the whole thing. This is the place, scanty, open, you know. You understand? I pray that this thing is sorted out. I pray that people's anger is calmed down. I pray that people will reconsider. Take it or leave it. Every business, one customer matters. Yes, one customer matters. If one customer is happy, the customer will tell the next person. But if one customer is not happy, believe me, he will tell 10 people about the experience. You understand? Look at it.
How is Bokumat in the location where you are? If you're in Lagos,
I want to believe
I don't think Bokumat is in the east.
This is not connected.
Or if you're in the other south, you know, especially Lagos.
So.
Have you gone to Bokumat today? Have you gone to Bokumat yesterday? What change did you experience? Let me see that on the comment section, and let's also call the attention. This is also another Bokumat. Can you guys see? It's not even peculiar to one.
No activity.
Look at it. Everywhere is still scanty. You understand my point? This is not good for business. We need to find a way around it. Let me see if you visited Bokumat and what is happening.
Every Biafran, every Igbo Biafran, if you go to this Bokumat to buy anything, you are a fool. Oh, more people should boycott it. Don't go there to purchase anything. Don't go there. If you don't know the Bokumat, I want to bring it up clearly so that you can see the nonsense Bokumat. The useless place. That is it. Any place you see this Bokumat, this supermarket, don't go there and buy anything. You got no business being there. They abuse us. They say Igbos are criminals. Igbos are fraudsters. Igbos are cheats. And they did an advertisement to promote their own business. This attack on us, we must not be silent. That's the video I did yesterday when I played the plan they made to destroy our businesses. That plan now, they are using content creators. They are using their media. They are using even business owners. You can imagine a business owner making an advertisement telling people that Igbos are cheats. And it is the same Igbos that come to the marketplace to buy things. So you see all the shop, all the places they have their supermarket they showed now empty. The whole place is empty. The whole place, nobody's knowing. How many Yoruba people they go there buy something? How many of them? All these shops they open, it is still us that will patronize. How many of them go there to buy? They go shege. We don't need the apology. We don't need any useless apology from them. We don't need the apology. Everyone, we don't need the apology.
Our lead,
this is a strategy. The same thing that idiot is still doing. The one that went to China and began to talk rubbish. It is the same thing all of them are.
Our leader, Nnamdi, can say we have crossed the Rubicon. No, we are not coming back. Okweku hana swear stamp. Nnamdi can we are stamp, and nobody is going to go there again. This one is going to teach less of them a lesson. Because all this one, na Lagos there. If Igbo people, most especially the Biafrans, if they take a stand today, that Lagos they are talking about is going to go down within a twinkle of our eyes.
Of course.
If they say they are not going to open a shop within a week, even Nnamdi they are going to within 2 seconds. It's just because of Adekwoku unity. The unity is okay. For unknown what are the meaning of unity? If people know the meaning of unity, if that unity can come, most especially the businessmen and businesswomen, number one says Lagos, Abuja, Kanu. If they can unite and said, Nnamdi Kanu must come out this week, you're not going to pass this week, they're going to release him. Because all these tax center. Okay. As I said, what is give trigger that shooting at Lekito Gate? Because they have seen the masses, the money that the government of Lagos State they are going to lose in that very day. The money that they have used in that Lagos, it has begun to go too much. That is why they trigger. That's the reason why that's the reason why you go that table. Nothing else. For this particular one, Boku continue bongo no ba how. This one I'm going to teach the rest of you a lesson.
Oh yeah, Boku this time this year. Thank you so much. Our sister was asking the story behind this very Boku. For those who are not aware, if you are living in Lagos or you have your family live in Lagos, tell them to boycott anything Boku, B-O-K-K-U. Look at the shop. Any place they see that shop, they shouldn't go there to buy anything. Don't patronize them for anything. Any place you see that name Boku. And I want you to listen to this video. Our sister Stella was asking what is the story behind that Boku. Listen to this video I'm about to play. Listen carefully. You will see where they did an advertisement to promote their business. And what they did in that advertisement was to call us cheat. They say Omoibo is a cheat. They call us cheat, call us criminal, and tag us name in their advertisement to promote their own business. So this agenda to destroy Igbo businesses is not a small one. This agenda of destroying Igbo business, that's the one they call very dark man, is the one that is in the front leading it today. He's the one leading it. Other small people are leading. I want you to pay attention to this, listen to it, and hear what happened.
Hate from Boku Mats against the Igbos must be addressed. If you're an Igbo person, draw close. This is not the time for you to just walk past and play ignorant to the systematic hate against the Igbos in Nigeria. So Boku Bread came out in their ad and called all the Igbos and said that all the Igbos are cheaters in their ad. I will play the video for you to listen before we go further. Now, listen to the video.
Boku, but 250 at the market. So even I can get beans and Gary Jebu as Boku without any Omoibo cheating me.
So that's the part. I just played the part for you. They brought beans and Ijebu Gari and said it's better to buy it. So that's the part. I just played
at the market. So even I can get beans and Gary Jebu as Boku without any Omoibo cheating me. At the market. So even I can get beans and Gary Jebu as Boku without any Omoibo cheating me. At the market. So even I can get beans and Gary Jebu as Boku without any Omoibo cheating me. At the market. So even I can get beans and Gary Jebu as Boku without any Omoibo cheating me.
So that's the part. I just played the part for you. They brought beans and Ijebu Gari and said it's better to buy it in Boku before Omoibo cheats you. So for them, Omoibo are cheaters. The owner of Boku is a Yoruba man. The girl that did the advert is a Yoruba girl. What does it tell you? The hate against the Igbos are systematic. And these are the things we have been calling out every day. That this is a danger, that the tribalism that is instilled in the blood of certain Yorubas, certain, not all of them, that it is too much. And it will drive and destroy Nigeria. But a lot of them are still promoting it even up till today. Tell me why an organization like Boku will do this ad video, preview and review it, and see it appropriate to send out to the media. This law against the Igbos. Anybody that wants to say anything now, the convenient people to throw punch at is the Igbos. Why? Because the Igbos always forget, the Igbos always forgive. And that is why this young lady, this is her handle on TikTok. This is why she had the guts to make that statement that Omoibo cheats you. Is it Igbo people that sell Ijebu Gari in Lagos? Is it Igbo people that sell beans in Lagos? Ijebu Gari and beans are mostly sold by Yoruba women. And that is to tell you the hate. It is systematic. Tell me, how did this young lady grow with this mentality that Omoibo cheats? If not a systematic thing that has been concocted into her. And she finds it convenient to spill it out. If you go to Boku, around Lagos, most of Boku's customers are Igbos. So it is shocking to me that Boku will wake up and say that Omoibos are cheaters. See, let me tell you, if you're an Igbo person, don't be careless. If you're an Igbo person, don't be a careless person. If you're an Igbo person, this is not the time to be careless and just say it doesn't mean anything. No, it means a lot. Me, I shop at Boku, but the moment I saw this video, the thing I usually buy from Boku appeared different for me. Because I will not use my money to empower somebody that promotes hate against the Igbos. I will not do that. I'm not foolish to that level. I'm not foolish to that level. The hate is just too much. We are still talking about a young man, an Igbo man, boy in Lagos, whose shop was single-handedly pointed, it was singled out and destroyed without notice. All his property gone. And this one again. This thing is systematic. It is in the blood. And if we don't fight it, it will persist. Stop being ignorant. Stop being ignorant, saying it doesn't mean anything. You must be sensitive. The insensitivity from Boku, Matt, is too much. The insensitivity. Omoibo cheats you. So it's only Omoibo that cheats. And that is why when I compare this with what very dark man said when he pointed out B-Lord, it's too much of a coincidence or whatever.
It's not a coincidence.
If you have alternative, present it to the people. What is the problem with Omoibo? We must call these things out. and pinpoint them. Stop playing blind eyes to them and say, let's just be going. You have to call it out. What it is, call a spade a spade. If not, it will not die off. And this is a young lady, a young girl at this age, with the mentality that Omoibo cheats. How much more those, the ones that are advanced, who are the ones that invented it and are the one promoting it? How much more those people? Well, as for now, if you're an Igbo person, you have to send a message to Boku. Stop shopping there because any day you shop there and problem arise and you're an Igbo person, trust me, you are guilty before they start the case.
Definitely.
Imagine you go into a Boku now, something happens. This act shows you that you are guilty before they start judging the case. Because the perception is that you are a cheater. So should anything happen when you are going to shop, before they start judging the matter, you're already guilty. So why put yourself in such terrible position? So be wise. Be wise.
That is it. That is it. So, and I'm very happy that Biafrans, Igbo Biafrans, more especially, they are responding. They are responding to boycott that Boku, whatever. That's why I shared that video. When I saw it, people are already responding and the place is deserted. They go here. When the other bank tried it with us, they had it. Now we remove our money and they saw it. For a long time, they have been doing this thing to us. They use Nollywood. They use Nollywood to blackmail us as criminals, as fraudsters, as troublemakers, as people who don't have a stable family. All their video is money ritual. All their video, money ritual, and the people who were there thought they were making money. They were making video, but in another way that they were using it to blackmail us. Omoibo cheat, everywhere they have planted that seed of discord. And when they do, some of us don't care. We don't care. We say it doesn't matter. For a long time, they have used their media against us for a long time. Not anymore. Not anymore. Any place you are and you see them speak something about Igbo and you're an Igbo person, respond immediately. No say this one no matter. It concerns you. It matters. We are going to push back. We are pushing back. Not even going to. We are in the time of pushing back to every lie against us. Whether you are on TikTok or on Facebook or on YouTube or any place you see anybody speak ill against your people, push back. Push back. I thank Chukwu Okakaban for social media. Now they get their media. The conventional media is in their hand. We don't have any say there. But social media, in the present world where we live, social media is in charge. And they can't dare us. That is one of the great jobs that Mazen Nanikan did. Took over the social media. Took the social media completely. Mazen Nanikan hijacked it and gave it to us. And since then, we never let go. Mazen Simon Ekpa came in again and took it. For the number of years Mazen Simon Ekpa was there, he was trending in all, both in Twitter or in Facebook or in everywhere you can go. Mazen Simon Ekpa is trending. And whenever Mazen Simon Ekpa trend, Biafra trend. When Biafra trend, Igbos trend. There is nothing you can do about it. We debunk all their lies. And now that Mazen Simon Ekpa is not there, don't forget it. We must go. Any place you see any small thing against your brother, against your people, against Igbo people, fight against it. Speak against it. No keep silent, say they no call your name. Or no be you then call. Once one person is touched, you touch all of us. We have to activate it now, not tomorrow. This is time to activate it to the highest level. No matter what they do, don't look back. I appreciate everyone that have been with us on this very program. It is weekend, and I have some other issues, things to do this weekend. I have some things to handle. So I'm going to be rounding up for the program. We have spent more than 3 hours, almost going to 4 hours now. So we're going to round up on the program while I try and take care of some other items that I have to take care of. So let's go to our brother Greg. Bro Greg, if you are still there, give us your remark. Give us your closing remark as we round up on the program of today. We have spoken on the important things. Go ahead.
Yes, Maz, thank you for the opportunity again. It is well, and it will start to be well with us from today, 1st November.
You say?
Every Biafran.
You see?
Yes, Biafrans are waking up Our enemies are falling apart, and they will continue to fall apart.
You see?
I just want to encourage the Biafrans to stand still in what they are doing, remain on the guide. Just like Mazichu said, every corner must be tightened. Everyone has to back to sender.
Back to sender.
Any corner has to back to sender. So, because Nigeria is not working. If Nigeria is working by now, if our brother that the very dark man want to blackmail his business, sue him, he cannot come out of it, and he will be picking.
Liar, no go come out.
If you sue him and claim damages for using his name and come in the media as a businessman to destroy his business, if that our brother sue very dark man, even that in that China he went to do that, and if he went to go to China and sue him, he will pay with his nose. He don't come out with people's business and scandalize it on the news. He will pay with his slippers. I'm telling you the truth. But Nigeria is a jungle, especially when you're an Igbo person. Look at this Boku or whatever they call him. They think by destroying the Igbo name, their business will fly. It's not possible. Igbos have been in business for decades. Have you come and see one Igbo man who come out that say, don't go and buy from Okeka, don't go and buy from Okafor. His business is too expensive. You go to the market, you buy as you sell. That is the business. So when very dark man went to China, you go to China, you go to company, you have a deal with the company. If they give you cheap, you come back to Nigeria, you sell cheap. You don't know how much another person buy, how much he bought. And then why must you fix his price for him? You can go to company will give you, depending on the standard they build for you. Exactly. And they give you price. So that is business strategy. You see? That is why when you go to China, the same product it will be. But when you get to this Europe, they will give you guarantee. But the things they send to Africa, they will not give you guarantee because they build different standards. Yes. So you have no right to come to this and start destroying another person's business. You will not be able to, you cannot pay. It's just like Adidas now. Some Nike, and Adidas will come and make advertisement. All the whole thing that Nike have been selling to you is fake, is too expensive. Come and buy Adidas. The company will be closed. When they sue them, they will close their company because they will not be able to pay the damage. So Nigerians get everything for granted. That is the problem. They take everything for granted. Even this one we are talking, we see some Igbo people, they will stupidly go there and start patronizing them. But when everybody kwechiri gidibam, now we can
yes, so.
So can you patronize there? Let that business remain for 1 year. So that is the thing. So in the other side of it, we hopefully that every Biafrans have seen the message of Ogen Kere. And that is why in one hand, I support this present government. I will say it again. Because of the power that our PM, Simon Ekpa, gave the media and bring them into the cabinet, they misuse that opportunity. The media that Simon Ekpa and Joko had as a prime minister misused it. They misused the power given to them, bringing them into the cabinet. They're hearing the best information, and they utilize those information and scatter everything. That is why Sani Akbarawa come out after the declaration and say media is power. So that is the point. Because if the media did not come and start communication with the men that is defending Biafra land, these things wouldn't have scattered. If they have separated the media, if it's only the media minister of information that is in the cabinet, it would have been a different thing. But this one, they pack all the whole media. Into the cabinet. You see? And they misuse that opportunity. So, in one hand, I support Dr. Ngozi Arabeza concerning media now. Because watch every problem we have started from the media. Buying them, they started communicating with the men on the ground. They think that these people are reasonable and they come from Biafra, not knowing they were all saboteur. So that's rubbish should stop. Mazi choose, as I always say, stand on your feet, do the right thing, and you will never regret it. This is Dogen credit. Some people, some media people prefer him to another person. This is the same person that is. What else would he tell Simon Ekpa and the PM? What else? Which kind of insult again do some people will be expecting for this Ogen Kere and his co to give to Simon Ekpa, who is in the prison? What kind of insult and humiliation again? They have done it all. They have done the worst that any person can do, and Biafrans will not tolerate it. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother Greg. Thank you so much for your submission. Coach Hughes, go ahead, take the mic.
Yes, thank you so much, Mazi. And my brother, Greg. They were once again, and thank you, Biafrans all over the world, for those who are listening. For not to like the program, and share it. Because this danger, with most especially Nigeria government, we have seen that nothing good can come out of them. Our leader Mazin and the Kanu have been saying it since, not today. If I'm to even say, the person that they even make as the president of Nigeria today is not even believe in one Nigeria. But if you still ask yourself, why did they make him as the president of Nigeria today? It's because of all of them is eating in the same pot of soup. Because of the plan that they have with Igbos is to kill every Igbo Biafran. Likewise, the vice president of Nigeria today. We all have seen every plan that these two people have, most especially the one that call itself vice president, is the one negotiating with these people that they call terrorists. For them to tag those people terrorists, because they are foot soldiers, which is the Boko Haram. The whole world have known that these people, they are number one terrorists all over the world. But because of that hatred and because of that evil plan that they have where Igbo people be, they will not go to mention that name. They rather push that narrative to Biafrans, but they are easy to tag indigenous people of Biafra, which is IPOB, a terrorist in Nigeria here. What is that telling you? That meaning all of them is working hand to hand. And the one that is happening in Lagos today, every one of us have seen. And that, at the same time, the program that Mazi choose to make this today, that have been their plan right from the time. And the whole thing is now playing out. It's for them to destroy everything that concerns Biafra. And the whole thing is playing out today. You that call yourself a Biafran, you that call yourself an Igbo man, that you are still there in Lagos, that you think that these people, after eating with them, after making an enjoyment with them, they're going to trust you. They're not going to trust you, even a bit. You have seen where that man that called himself Kasim Shettima, the vice president of Nigeria, where he said that Rocha Sokorocha, despite all the investment is right there in the north, that they did not trust him. I'm still telling you, Igbo man, a Biafran that is here in Lagos that you think if you are whining and dying with all those areas, all those obas in Lagos State there, that they're going to like you. There is no any like. They're not going to like you at all. They rather correct that the same thing, that particular thing is echo. Yeah, echo. They rather collect it from you and vow us on them. They're going to pour spit on your face. That's the reason why this man that called himself Buku Abina, what is his name? That's the reason why I can do that the same advert. Are you going to tell me that after that lady make that advert finish, that man did not see it? Are you going to tell me that? The man see it and he confirm it before they post it in social media. Because something like that, they'll not just post it in social media like that. You as the managing director, the CEO of a company or of any organization, you must go through anything that's been made from your office before you will post out to social media. Because of everything that they have been doing today, it's what they sit down and discuss it. That is the reason why they can come out today and call an Igbo man a cheat. What is that telling you? Even the program that Mazi did here yesterday, you can see when that Oba is asking Kasim Tetima about some certain things, the man called himself a vice president of today did not answer him that question. And when the same man called himself the vice president of Nigeria today, when he's telling that Oba some things, because both of them, they are not in the same place when they made that meeting, you can see how that man, he did not answer that question fluently. The man that they did that meeting together, number one head of it is the president of Nigeria. That is the reason why I can see two of them is working together today. Meaning every plan that they have against Igbo man, against Biafran, this is the time they're going to accomplish every plan that they have against Igbo man. That is the reason why they are burning Igbo business in Lagos. They are taking Igbo houses in Lagos. Even the one that they do, those Yoruba building that they brought down, is for them, is for Igbo people to not think that is a tribal something. That is why they are doing it. Because those people that they are talking about that they compensate, if there are people that are compensating, it's not an Igbo man, it's not a Biafran. That is what every one of us is supposed to know in this point of time. Go and check the list of those people that they compensate. They are all their people. Are you going to tell me that what they are doing today is not sin? And taking away that Igbo properties from them is for them to rebuild Lagos State. But they should forget. They should remember everything that Igbo man did not put hand here in Nigeria, most especially in that Lagos. That thing will not going to go well. That is why they are not. They didn't want to allow us to go. But every one of us should be wise. We should be wise in this point of time. There is no any love in all these people. Where Igbo man dey, where Biafrans dey. And this is the time for every one of us to channel our effort where our leader dey. Most especially Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Because this is the time that our freedom is going to be accomplished. The government of United States of Biafra, they are doing their own. They are doing their own separately. And we individuals are supposed to do our own. Because this is the time our leader need our effort, most especially. They need our prayer as well. Wednesday is the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 4th of November. That is the day that they put that court case. And we have seen what Maswe, the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Maswe, you have seen a little expo that they have given to us. Their plan against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they should remember, this God that they are serving is God of justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have booked that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have booked that. That is a God of justice. Because every one of them did not know the meaning of that word that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak out in that court. He also called the gutter media, Nigeria media, that they are saying all sorts of nonsense via Biafrans Day, because that is what they have been using to blackmail Igbo man. That is what they are using to blackmail every Biafrans. This is time for every one of us to rise up and pray for our leaders. I pray that Chukwu Okike, the God of justice, is going to manifest his power. He's going to manifest his miracle on that day. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okike.
See?
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. Thank you for constantly being there and giving your own support and speaking to Biafrans, also educating us. May Chukwu come and protect you and secure you wherever you are. My fellow Biafrans, I wish every one of us a very wonderful month. We are in November. The year has gone. The next month is December, and December, after December, it is all gone. This year has already ended. We have made it into November, and we thank Chukwu Okike for making it possible for us to be in December. This month is going to make it 1 year. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, was taken away from us, and we will never forget. We will never forgive Finland. They will pay dearly for what they have done to Biafran people. We will never forget. So, my fellow Biafrans, I wish you all a very wonderful month, successful month, protective month. The glory of Chukwu Okike will lead us wherever we go. I thank you all for being part of this program, and I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect all our Biafran brothers and sisters, more especially people in Biafra land. I pray that Chukwu Okike will protect you, guide you, defend you, secure you. No weapon of the enemy will get you. No attack of the terrorists will get you. No accidental bullet will touch you. No kidnappers will see you. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us that strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to stand strong until we get to our destination, which is freedom. And every one of us will rejoice and raise the flag together. I pray for all the leaders of the Biafran struggle, that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect every one of them, more especially our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, and our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against them shall prosper. No evil shall befall them. No evil shall befall them. Any pit that the enemy have dug for them, the enemy will fall into it. Any hole they have dig for them, the enemies will fall into it. We pray that Chukwu Okike will secure them, give them good health, give them strength, give them revelations, hold them strong until we meet very, very soon. We are all going to meet, and we are going to raise the flag together. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper, and no weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being with me on this program. I wish you all a very wonderful weekend. Happy new month, and see you again later in the day, towards the evening time. Stay blessed, and bye-bye, everybody.